Tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the Spicy Chicken Biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, welcome back to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Blue Jays getting set to play the first of three from Fenway Park. Red Sox have already swept the season series to this point. 7 wins against the Blue Jays. If they were able to make it 10, I know that's aggressive, but if they were able to make it 10, the Red Sox would take over the third wildcard spot away from Toronto. So a big, big series here tonight. Before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. It's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford.
Alex, a homestand begins tonight. You have a new second baseman in Luis Urias, who was acquired in that trade with Milwaukee. How would you describe him as a player?
Good baseball player with a lot of upside offensively. A few years ago, he hit 23 homers. And talking to Craig Counsell yesterday, he feels like he can help us. And one of the things he can do, he controls the strike zone. He doesn't expand much, and hopefully he can help us in the bottom of the lineup. Defensively, he's solid. He can play second. He can play third base. He makes all the plays. Not as rangy, but the routine plays he makes, he has a good arm. So, looking forward to see him play. Obviously, he has a chance to impact a team that is on the hunt to make it to the playoffs, and we're happy to have him.
And he's got good bloodlines. His brother Ramon has been an outstanding player for Baltimore.
Yeah, he's a good player, too. I was watching, actually, the game yesterday, and I was like, well, hopefully he's very similar to his brother, and he can have the same impact Ramon is having with the O's here with the Red Sox.
And Christian Arroyo designated for assignment. Trouble staying healthy. Was he pressing a little bit?
I do believe he was trying to do a lot, especially offensively. Defensively, everything he touched, he turned into outs. He was really good. He is really good at turning the little play. I think offensively, he expanded his zone a little bit too much. When he was locked in, he was able to use the whole field. He was a good two-strike. He is a good two-strike hitter. And one thing about Yo-Yo, he cares, he prepares, he works hard. So we'll see what the future holds. But it's a tough one because he's such a good kid. But at the end, we have to make a decision. Where we at roster-wise, and we wish him nothing but the best.
It's been friendly Fenway. 9 wins in the last 10 games here. Nice to be home.
Yeah, I mean. I know we only went to 2 cities, but it felt like we were out west for like a month and a half, and we kind of felt it at the end. We played some good baseball. We went to San Fran, lost two games in a walk-off. We played hard in Seattle. It just didn't work out, so the effort is there. We're healthy. We're getting healthier, so that's a good sign.
What is the status right now of not only Sale but also Houck and Whitlock?
Yeah, so Tanner's starting tomorrow at Syracuse. Chris is starting on Sunday. Witt is going to throw an up and down here. Actually, live BP here at Fenway Park tomorrow. Trevor Story is playing shortstop today. 7 innings. Let's see how he comes back, how he feels tomorrow. This is kind of like we have to wait and see now. I think as far as the reps, he's in a good spot. I think physically he's taking probably longer than what he thought, but we knew that this was going to be the case. So we just got to be patient, play good baseball this weekend and go into the week next week and see where we at.
Toronto without Bo Bichette, who's on the injured list. He loves Fenway Park, and he's made people pay here.
They do, too. All of them, they do. So we're just going to pitch well, keep the line moving offensively. I think we've done an amazing job this year against them, putting pressure on their defense, running the bases well, being very aggressive. So keep the quality of the at-bats the same way, and hopefully we can maintain that for 3 days.
Last year, 3-16 against Toronto. This year, 7-0. Some things defy logic in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday that was crazy, and this year is crazier. So, like I said, we just have to keep playing good baseball, keep focusing on the things that make us a good baseball team, and if we do that, we should be okay.
James Paxton pitching in his home and native land. He was outstanding when he beat Toronto 7 2/3 scoreless innings.
Yeah, he's been outstanding the whole season. So we work ahead. We can expand it with the breaking ball. Hopefully he can go deep into the game and help the bullpen out for the weekend. But we're very pleased with the way he's thrown the ball.
They have Alek Manoah, who looked like he was going to be an ace this year. He can't find the strike zone, over 6 walks per night.
Yeah, we just got to keep grinding with him. He got good stuff. He likes pitching here at Fenway Park. So just make it uncomfortable, battle, grind with him, and hopefully we can get him out early.
Now our Sherwin-Williams question of the week is from Jeff Houghton at Fox Rock Painting in Newton. When a hitter goes through a slump, Alex, is it best that hitter train harder, take more BP, or take a break from the game, or a combination?
It's different in every case. There's guys that they do more because they got to get the feeling back. There's others that they disconnect themselves from batting practice and keep it very simple. At the end of the day, it's what works for you. And I can tell you from Alex Verdugo to J.D. Martinez last year, it's a lot different, but at the end, they're searching for the same thing, and most of the time it works.
Our Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus is an exclusive program with pro-level services designed to help you manage and grow your paint business. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Good luck tonight, AC.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, there you go. Joe with Alex Cora. It will be Joe and Will tonight for Red Sox and Blue Jays. Time now for the injury report presented by Catches Law Group, New England's personal injury pros since 1986. Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients, and you never pay unless Catches wins. Injured? Schedule a free legal evaluation by calling 508-321-7000 or at catcheslaw.com. Justin Turner still dealing with a heel injury. He is not in the lineup tonight. He's considered day-to-day. Tanner Houck going to pitch for Worcester tomorrow with the intentions of him coming back as a starter. Speaking of Worcester, let's go to the Friday Farm Report, sponsored by your New England Kubota tractor dealers. The versatile Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors are rated #1 in durability and owner experience. In Maine, it's Wallingford Equipment in Auburn or MB Tractor in Elliott and Gorham, as well as Bacon's Equipment in Williamsburg, Mass. Always check in with the Red Sox top prospect, see how he's doing. Marcelo Mayer in 43 games for AA Portland is hitting a .189, 6 home runs, 20 RBI, 4 steals, and a .609 OPS. All right, we still have our bet du jour, look at the pitching matchup, the lineup, and a look around the Major League Baseball scoreboard, all on the way here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Every day, more dog people and more vets are quitting the kibble, kicking the cans, and feeding their dogs dog food that's actually, well, food. The Farmer's Dog Food is developed with vets, made fresh from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog and delivered right to your door, making it easy to feed your dog real food with real benefits for them. Get 50% off your first box of smarter, healthier pet food at thefarmersdog.com/dogdays. That's thefarmersdog.com/dogdays.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered to help you sleep 5 degrees cooler all night. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Verbo Vacation Homes come with 24/7 live support. So if you ever need anything, you can reach a real person in about a minute. Because if it's 4 a.m. and you need assistance, the last thing you want to do is wait to talk to a robot.
Hey, how can I help?
After all, live support is an amenity every vacation home should have. Verbo, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
DQ presents How to Fancy Up Any Occasion. Step 1, grab the caramel fudge cheesecake blizzard from DQ. Step 2, break out your fanciest sweatpants and park yourself in your comfiest chair. Step 3, kick back and bask in the luxury of salted caramel, rich fudge, and decadent cheesecake pieces blended in world-famous DQ soft serve. Fancy? Achieved. No formal wear required. DQ. Happy tastes good.
As an educator, Mr. Nelson's teachings are still being quoted in schools.
Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world.
Mr. Nelson taught hope.
Everyone can rise above their circumstances if they are dedicated and passionate.
And giving our best efforts.
It's always impossible until it's done.
Mr. Nelson Mandela's teachings not only united a nation, they inspire us today. Inspiration. Pass it on from passiton.com.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Blue Jays getting set for the first of 3 at Fenway Park, where if the Red Sox sweep the series, they would take over the 3rd wildcard spot in the American League as they enter the weekend 2 games back of Toronto, despite what was a bad road trip. They went 2-4 against San Francisco and Seattle, and yet find themselves just 2 games back. Toronto has also been playing .500 ball as of late. Quick update. We mentioned Trevor Story not activated to the Major League roster yet. He's playing for Worcester tonight. 0 for 1 with a ground out. So there's your live update on Trevor Story as he continues his rehab, working his way back. All right, let's get to the bet du jour. It's brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. This has been rough. 22-29 is the actual record that I have doing this. Ben, who is not in tonight, is 17-18. Bridget abstains courteously from this segment. I should start doing that as well, but I'm going to take another swing. I'm going to go Texas on the money line. The Rangers are hosting the Marlins tonight, and it's the first start for Jordan Montgomery. And I feel like the trend yesterday was every new starting pitcher won a game for their new team. Like everybody, with the exception of Lucas Giolito or the Angels, who they got a week or so ago, everybody else has stepped in right away and has won a game. So I think Jordan Montgomery will do the same. The Rangers know the Astros are breathing down their neck, so every game is a big game for the Texas Rangers. And I think Montgomery, anytime you go from a team that is just way out of it to a contending team, got to give you a little bit of juice. So I'll take Texas on the money line. The over-under in the Sox game, it's a big one tonight, 10.5, which leads us to today's pitching matchup of James Paxton versus Alek Manoah. It's sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. James Paxton's been great this year for the Sox. He is 6-2 with a 3.34 ERA. And over the last several months, one of their real, he and Bayo are the real starters. That's all they have for starters. Cutter Crawford is turned in a few nice ones to his credit, but he pitched the first half of the year out of the pen. He's been converted back to a starter. It's really been Paxton and Bayo's guys that you can kind of rely on. And who knows where they'd be this year without James Paxton. Meanwhile, Alek Manoah, who can be a little fiery. Verdugo had some stuff to say about Manoah. He'll holler at you a little bit. He'll celebrate. He'll do all that stuff, which I think is good. I like more personalities, the merrier in baseball. And Manoah could definitely be one of those guys that if he's your guy, you like him. If he's on the opponent, you don't. But even the Blue Jays this year probably don't like Manoah. Last year, he finished third in the Cy Young. He was 16-7, had a 2.24 ERA, and threw just under 200 innings. Manoah was awesome last year. This year, terrible. 5.87 ERA, comes in with a 2-8 record. So just been a mess. His rookie year, he was pretty good. Really good, actually. He was 9-2 with a 3.22 ERA. Followed that up with, like I said, getting a lot of Cy Young votes. And then this year, he has been an absolute mess. And if they're going to hold on to a playoff spot, you would think over these final 2 months, they're going to need to get a lot better version of Alek Manoah than they've gotten. He is going to face a Red Sox lineup that is brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. No Justin Turner tonight. The heel injury that he suffered in Seattle continues, so he is not in the lineup. That has Jarren Duran in left field leading off. Alex Verdugo will hit second tonight, play right field. Masataka Yoshida will be the DH batting third. Rafael Devers at third base bats fourth, and Adam Duvall in center field. Tristan Casas, the first baseman, bats sixth. Connor Wong behind the plate moves up to seventh as Luis Urias, the second baseman they acquired from the Milwaukee Brewers, makes his Red Sox debut, and he will bat eighth. And Yu Chang is the shortstop batting ninth. And Urias is interesting because, as Will Fleming told us earlier on in the pregame show, he had a 2-year run where he was running into some home runs. He had 39 combined home runs in 21 and 22. And then this year for the Brewers, not much. He's only played in 20 games. He's hitting a $145, 1 home run, 5 RBI, a .535 OPS. Not been very productive. He's 26. He just turned 26. And as Will said, he was a top prospect just a few years ago. But definitely an upside pick, and they did need a middle infielder. I was hoping they were going to get starting pitching, but I also thought they could use some middle infield help. Trevor Story, we assume he'll be back soon, but you never know, coming off such a long injury. I don't know if you want him playing every single day. They've had a bit of a rotation in other spots, and they end up DFAing Christian Arroyo, who solid pro, but a lot of different injuries, and I think they want to go with the upside pick there, and that's probably why we're going to see Urias at least tonight, and who knows how much more going forward. All right, time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We have one final from this afternoon. The Braves shut out the Cubs 8-0. Max Fried is back. He got the win. Murphy and Osuna, back-to-back home runs for the Braves, who become the first team to 70 wins on the season. A couple of games going on right now. The Rays with an early 2-0 lead on the Tigers as they go to the second inning, and the Reds have jumped out to a 2-0 lead on the Nationals. They, too, are headed to the second. Yankees and Astros, first pitch coming up at 7:05. That's a good one there. Royals are at the Phillies. The Mets, who sold their 2 veteran stud pitchers, they visit the Baltimore Orioles tonight. White Sox and Guardians from Cleveland. The aforementioned Texas Rangers and Jordan Montgomery making his Rangers debut. They host the the Miami Marlins. Diamondbacks and Twins from Minnesota. D-backs in the thick of the race in the National League wildcard picture. Brewers taking on the Pirates in Milwaukee. Cardinals and Rockies. The LA Angels, who are currently on a 3-game losing streak, they host the Seattle Mariners, who out of nowhere have sort of found themselves in the race. They traded their closer away, so they probably thought they were done. But as of right now, Seattle, who was essentially a seller, is 2.5 games behind the Blue Jays for the third wildcard spot. And they're a game and a half up on the Angels, who not only kept Ohtani, they traded a bunch of prospects for Lucas Giolito and C.J. Cron and Randall Grichuk. So the Angels want to be in it, but this series could certainly send them even further away. So it's Mariners, Angels. And then the late game tonight, you have the Padres and Yu Darvish taking on the L.A. Dodgers. Your Xander Bogaerts update on the season, 266, 11 home runs, 37 RBI, and a 740 OPS. So certainly not a great year for Xander Bogaerts. All right, we will toss things out to Fenway Park here in just a moment, but let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, for our producer, Bridget Prue, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will of the call of Red Sox and Blue Jays coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up.
Woo!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Derek Jeter as the pinch hitter for your baseball team.
Jeter, you're in. We need a home run.
I'll give it a try. I've swung a bat once or twice.
That's out of here. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Let's face it, that persistent, debilitating pain in your knees, hips, or back is holding you back from hitting the dance floor and enjoying life to the fullest. But you don't need to live like that anymore. You can reclaim your mobility and get moving again to enjoy life to the fullest. Reach out to QC Kinetics without delay. They're transforming lives in the Boston area with long-lasting pain relief through cutting-edge regenerative medicine. It's simple science. By concentrating your body's own healing agents and applying them to your aching joints, damaged tissues can be restored. No drugs, no steroids, and certainly no surgery. It's time to discover the power of regenerative medicine. QC Kinetics holds the key to a life-changing transformation. Make this the summer where chronic pain becomes a distant memory. Experience the excitement of a new natural approach to tackling joint pain without any downtime. Call now at 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN. Or visit QCkinetics.com. There's no need to continue living with joint pain when there's a better solution available.
This is
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park. The Red Sox back home where they've been sizzling. They've won 9 of their last 10 here, coming off a tough 2-4 trip to the West Coast. But they are within 2 games of the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are here, so a sweep would push them ahead of Toronto for that 3rd wild card spot, at least among that competition. Certainly the Houston Astros and maybe the Angels figure into that as well. But in any event, the Red Sox committed 57 and 51. Toronto has won 60 and lost 50, and the pitching matchup has Alex Manoah, who was so brilliant last year, and this year it's really been a struggle for him. Very wild, averaging 6 walks per 9, a 2-8 record. ERA approaching 6 against James Paxton, who's been so outstanding for the Red Sox. Paxton beat Toronto, his home country team. He's from British Columbia. He beat the Jays with 7 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball earlier in the season. Skies are overcast. There is a threat of a shower or two, but we're going to start on time as the lineup cards have just been exchanged, with Alex Cora taking his off the Red Sox and bench coach Don Mattingly for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Isn't Donnie really one of the great defensive first basemen that you've ever seen?
So smooth. that glove was like a magic wand. And great to see Don here. We visited with him before the game, and the Red Sox have a new look to the lineup, at least a new player in there.
Yeah, they do. Luis Urias joins the club, added to the roster to make room for him. Somewhat surprisingly, Christian Arroyo designated for assignment. I am sure that he will be claimed in relatively short order. The story of Arroyo's career with the Red Sox is one of an enigma in a way, where he had so many big moments. He really got some big hits in the 2021 playoff push, but unfortunately for Arroyo, really kind of the hallmark of most of his career, an inability to stay healthy and be available. So he is gone. We wish him all the very best. And Luis Urias, a guy who over a 2-year span in the major leagues hit 40 home runs, and the Red Sox betting on his upside. He's in there this evening. Time for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. These Blue Jays just got beaten in a series by the Baltimore Orioles, and they really have struggled mightily against the AL East. The Red Sox 7-0 against them. Toronto is 8-23 against the AL East. And Paxton and the Red Sox look to keep that going. Big break for the Red Sox in that they do not have to see Bo Bichette, who has just slaughtered them in this ballpark. Particularly, he's on the IL with knee inflammation. The umpires are looking into the first base dugout. Alex Cora being summoned. That is usually not the best sign in the world. I don't know whether they're talking weather or what, but the Red Sox with Connor Wong on the top step of the dugout, they appear ready to go. Now Manoah and the Blue Jays empty their bullpen, but there's no sign of Dave Mellor, so I don't have any real idea what this could possibly be about. Whit Merrifield leads it off for the Blue Jays. He's in left field. Then George Springer is in right field. John Schneider trying to give Vladdy a little protection. Guerrero's not been good. And Springer is in right field, batting second ahead of Guerrero, who is the first baseman, and he bats third. Danny Jansen is the catcher. He cleans up. Alejandro Kirk has had so many big swings for the Jays lately. He's the DH. He bats fifth. Matt Chapman, the third baseman, batting sixth. Davis Schneider makes his major league debut just up from the minor leagues, and now the umpires are going to go talk things over with John Schneider and Whit Merrifield too. So this is a little bit troubling to me. I mean, the Red Sox are in their dugout. Connor Wong, head on a swivel, sort of looking around as to whether or not he should take the field. After Davis Schneider making his debut, then Paul DeYoung is the shortstop. He bats eighth. And Dalton Varsho has had a big series against the Red Sox this year. He bats ninth, and he's in center field. Joe, have you ever seen anything like this? I really have absolutely no idea what they could be discussing.
It's certainly not about weather, because the ground crew isn't poised by the tarp. And I don't know whether there's maybe a mix-up on the lineup cards that were exchanged. That's a possibility. That there was a mistake made. But now they're talking to Schneider, the Toronto manager. Crew chief Bill Miller leading the way. And
I mean, Connor Wong's got the gear on. He's at the top step, and they're going to take the field of the Red Sox with James Paxton behind him, and then Raffy and Duran make their way out. Verdugo and Duvall, Yu Chang, and for the first time, Luis Urias in a Red Sox uniform. He takes the field wearing number 17 in the home white uni. So we're going to be a little delayed. It must have been a lineup card issue. We'll see if we can find out what was going on. Jaron Duran, who has just been so electrifying of late, he's in left field leading it off. And then Alex Verdugo, the right fielder, bats second. He is hot, as can be all of a sudden. Verdugo, a big 2-run homer the other day in the Red Sox loss. Yoshida, the DH, bats third. Justin Turner still unavailable, dealing with that heel discomfort. Raffy Devers swinging a hot bat. He's the third baseman. He cleans up. And then Adam Duvall is in center field, batting fifth. Tristan Casas, really since the All-Star break, is the hottest hitter on planet Earth. He is at first base, batting sixth. Wong catches and bats seventh. And then Urias, in his debut, is at second base, batting eighth. And Yu Chang, the shortstop, bats ninth. Now, someone from what appears to be maybe Major League Baseball is out talking to Bill Miller, the first base umpire and crew chief. I don't think that's a member of the Red Sox grounds crew at all. Something maybe with the clocks. Who knows? We'll see what we can get going here on a Friday night at Fenway Park. James Paxton is on the mound, and he's looking to bounce back a little bit. He was miraculous the other day in San Francisco. He really did not have much of anything in the of his best stuff, but he allowed 8 hits and worked around it, only allowing 1 run. And now I guess maybe there's something going on with the first base bag. Maybe Bill Miller noticed something with the bag and they replace it as they come out from the grounds crew, and Bill Miller seems to be satisfied now. Sometimes they got microphones and technology in those bags. Who knows, but all is well now, and we are just about ready to go. Overall, Paxton this season, 6-2 with a 3.34 ERA, and he has been fantastic for these Red Sox. Whit Merrifield is ready to go. Jays in the road, blue tops above gray pants. Just about ready for baseball. Red Sox and the Blue Jays, a pivotal 3-game series, which will go so far to determine the wild card for the play-by-play. The Red Sox Hall of Famer, here's Joe Castiglione.
First pitch is hit high and deep to left field by Merrifield, back by the wall, and it's a leadoff home run for Whit Merrifield. The very first pitch thrown by Paxton ended up off the Plymouth Rock Assurance billboard out there in left field and bounced into the seats. 1-0 Toronto, just like that. What a statement.
Well, he's making his best Bo Bichette impression. There are a lot of Blue Jay fans here. You almost never hear that with Toronto in town.
Around the field, behind the ropes, batting practice today, making a lot of noise. That was a shot. Merrifield with his 10th home run and his 51st RBI. And here's the next pitch to Springer. That's it high and deep to left field. This one's going to stay in the yard. Yoshida moves back and makes the catch out by the National League scores. He had another 3 feet to go to the scoreboard. Wow, the Jays aggressive here, striking early. Springer, who had 0 for 35 slump ending yesterday, hits a fly ball to deep left center, and there's 1 out. Merrifield's 14th career leadoff homer here. Vladdy and Guerrero swings and misses strike 1. Guerrero leads the American League in hard hit balls, but he has only 17 home runs. He did win the home run derby, but doesn't have much protection around him lately. There's a drive, left center field. This is deep by the wall. Yoshida looks up. Home run. They come out swinging the bats. 2-0 Toronto. Number 18 for Vlad Guerrero Jr. is 70th RBI, and it's 2-0 Toronto.
An absolute disaster for Paxton. I mean, this is like a throwback to a couple seasons ago when Toronto led the world in home runs and their big sluggers just battered the Red Sox. That's the 10th and 11th home runs yielded all year long. That was just a cutter that was dead center cut.
4 pitches, 2 home runs, and another warning track shot. And here's Danny Jansen, their catcher, who's become a cleanup hitter with a lot of late inning power, takes a call strike. He's had more RBIs in the 8th inning and 9th inning than anybody in the league. Jansen hitting only .224, but he does have 15 homers, and he swings and grounds 1 wide at third. Raffy has a big hop, sets, throws, and gets him for the second out. 6 pitches, 2 home runs, and 2 outs. They are not waiting around for Paxton to get ahead. 2 gone for Alejandro Kirk, who's been hot. 14 of his last 32. He's hitting at .257. He's homered 6 times and driven in 28. Burley DH, who's also a catcher. Paxton pitching against the team from his home in native land, leaves it high. He's been very good against Toronto. We mentioned his 7 2/3 inning shutout win earlier this year. And in his career, he's 6-3 against the Jays. A 1-0 pitch. High breaking ball up and away. And it's 2-0. Toronto has had a bit of a power outage by their standards. That gives them 128 home runs, or 8th in the league in homers, but down for them. Pitch. That one misses down and in. The home plate umpires Rob Drake, Bill Miller at first, Chad Whitson at second, and Roberto Ortiz at third. Here's the 3-0. And right down the middle, a call strike. Wow, what a sudden development this was.
Well, and you just hope it's not a carryover from San Francisco, because Paxton was so unlike himself in his last start. So many mistakes.
Here's the pitch, and it swung on, bounced toward the middle to his left. Grabbed by Chang, throws behind the bag, and gets Kirk for the out that retires the side. But The Blue Jays explode a couple of home runs, and after half an inning, Toronto 2, Boston coming up on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Whether your dog is in their puppy, adult, or senior years, there's nothing better than more years together. And the best way to feed their happy, healthy life is with fresh, healthy food. The Farmer's Dog makes it easy to keep your best friend healthy inside and out with fresh recipes made from real meat and veggies. They're pre-portioned just for your pup and delivered right to your door. Help your dog live a healthy life and get 50% off your first box of real fresh food at thefarmersdog.com/betteryears23.
JOY. The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wow, what a jolt for the Red Sox, with Merrifield hitting the first pitch of the game for a home run, and then 3 pitches later, Vlad Guerrero hitting one out. 2-0 as Alex Manoah delivers, and the first pitch is lined into right field for the base hit by Justin Duran. Running hard, takes the turn and hangs as it got to the right fielder Springer very quickly. So Duran up there at 311 with 7 homers, 32 doubles, is aboard on the first pitch thrown by Alek Manoah, the hulking right-hander who's had a very rough season. 2-8, a 5.89 ERA, a trip to the minor leagues. Actually was lit up in a Florida complex game, giving up 11 runs. Here comes Verdugo, and the pitch is in there for a strike. So nobody's taking pitches other than that one there. Tying run at the plate. Alex at 277 has had 8 homers, hit in the last 6 games with only 6 hits over that span. Manoah deals. The pitch is in there for a strike. He's got a good cutter and slider, of course a power fastball, but his command has been very much off, averaging over 6 walks per 9. He's a big personality as well on the mound. Here's the pitch home, and it's a weak ground ball stabbed by the pitcher. Barehand throws the second out on to first, safe. I think he barehanded that soft one-hopper because of the position he was in, following through in his delivery, and he didn't hesitate. He fired a strike to the shortstop covering. Throw to first just a hair late.
That was smooth. I don't know of many pitchers that would make that play or even have that idea, and that's a big thing because they take Duran's speed off the bases.
Replaced by Verdugo. Now Yoshida at 305, which is 5th overall, 12 homers, 54 RBIs. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher, Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. There's a call strike. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Lisa Sherbrue coordinates patient activities, works with the youngsters at the Jimmy Fund Clinic, would be with us. Verdugo takes off, the throw to second. He left way too soon. He's tagged out 5 feet short of the bag without a slide. He took off way too soon, and I don't know whether Manoah heard anyone yelling, but he turned around and flipped a strike to the shortstop, and DeYoung made the tag, so it goes as a caught stealing 1-6. The pitch to Yoshida, swung on line to left field, back toward the wall it goes, and reaching up to make a backhand catch is Merrifield. He trailed that ball all the way, but got back to make the play. After 2-0 Jays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
2-0 Jays. And leading off for Toronto will be Matt Chapman of the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. And we welcome one of the great stalwarts of the Jimmy Fund, Lisa Sherber, Director of Patient Activities. Kids know her affectionately as the Play Lady. And the first pitch to Chapman is in there for a strike. Great to see you, Lisa.
Great to see you guys. Thanks so much for having me on.
And this is a big month for the Jimmy Fund, starting right now, right?
It is. Starting tomorrow morning is the Pan Mass Challenge. So this is my 21st run.
There's a drive to right center field. Verdugo moving a few steps toward his left and hauls it in for the out. You're riding?
Yes, so this is my 21st year riding.
Beautiful.
And it's unbelievable.
How long are you to go?
This year I'm going one day, so I'm going to go about 87 miles.
Oh. Starting in Sturbridge?
Nope, we're going to start in Wellesley. I'm going to end in Bourne.
Oh, Wellesley to Bourne. Wow.
Yes. You can do anything in one day, guys.
First major league at bat for Schneider. This is Davis Schneider, a rookie, 28th round pick, who's blossomed in the minor leagues at 21 homers. At AAA Buffalo, he takes ball one. And the pitch is fouled to the right, out of play. And then, of course, we have the radio telethon coming up.
Yes.
August 29th and 30th. You'll be here for that.
I will be there. Yes, 100%.
They do pick a lot of the patients, the kids who join us.
Yeah, the staff, we select a lot of the kids from the clinic. And just...
There's a drive to left field. Does he home it in his first major league at bat? He has. Wow. Davis Schneider, a kid out of New Jersey, as we said, a 28th round draft pick, homers in his first major league at bat. And that's 3 long balls surrendered by Paxton, and it's 3-0 Toronto. Wow, what a thrill for that kid. Hope they got the ball for him and ended up in the monster seats. Wow. Their manager, John Schneider, no relation, was telling us about him before the game, and what a great story he is to come from such a low draft pick. He had 21 homers, as we said, with 64 RBIs, a AAA, a right-hand batter, just like that, 3-0. And here's DeYoung, the shortstop, who takes a ball low.
I mean, disappointing for Paxton and the Red Sox, sure. But, like, that is an all-time, lifetime moment for that kid. I mean, that's something he will never, ever forget.
Will, you're a glass half full, aren't you?
I am. As are you.
That's
right. Ball to the mound. Easy play for Paxton, who flips the first for the out. Well, Lisa, you'll be with us for the entire radio telethon. Tuesday and Wednesday this year with a day game, 4 o'clock game on Wednesday.
Which is very
so
nice. We won't be here
well.
that late, will we?
We will the night before, though.
Yes.
And you'll probably be closing with us, right?
I don't know,
after
Joe.
the game.
As you know, Joe's a night owl anyway. So
that's right.
Here is Dalton Varsho, center fielder, 2-11, takes a ball.
Yeah, it's great to have 2 days of listening to patients and their families. Talk about
such heartwarming stories, some, of course, very sad stories. 1-0 pitch, and Varsho takes a breaking ball for a strike. And we'll be watching your staff work the phones. We're going to be up there in right field this year, we understand.
That's right. It's a little different.
Climate controlled, very comfortable.
I like that.
No floods this year.
We're moving up.
2-1 as the pitch misses. 2 down, 3-0 Jays in the second inning. And the pitch home is a check swing low.
Lisa, Justin Turner's told me a lot about his foundation, the work he does with a lot of cancer patients. And he says the one thing that they've noticed is that it's sometimes the siblings of the patient that get totally forgotten.
Yeah,
All 4 missing.
I feel like, I've been here for a long time in the Jimmy Fund Clinic, and I think 31 years ago, 20 years ago, we really didn't notice that. And I think really we've done a very good effort with including these siblings in everything we do. Because all they see is mom, dad, grandparents spending all the attention on the child. And, you have sibling rivalry anyways in the perfect situation. So we really make sure that they understand what's going on. We encourage them to come into the clinic and see the caregivers. So I think that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
So we've really, I think, done a very good job at the clinic with that.
The fans who want to contribute before the radio telethon begins can do so at jimmyfund.org.
They could. They definitely can.
And they should.
And they should.
All right, 2 down after a pitching coach visit. Runner at first. Here's Whit Merrifield, who at the first pitch of the game for a home run. Paxton's given up 3 bombs already. That's outside for ball 1.
$70 million the goal for the Pan Mass Challenge. They have raised hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I think it's $900 million since 1980.
So next year they'll go past the billion mark.
And it's an amazing
There's a
tribute.
strike.
It's regular people like me. Sure, there are some athletes that actually enjoy cycling. I mean, my bike comes out to train for the Pan Mass Challenge, and my bike goes back in when the Pan Mass Challenge is over. But that's just like regular people raising funds.
Swinging strike at a pitch away.
And every rider dollar raised goes directly to cancer research at the Dana-Farber. It goes to patient programming. It goes to everything that's so wonderful from the inside of those walls. It's really, truly a magical event.
If you wear the headsets tomorrow as you ride around 4 o'clock, we'll give you a shout out.
Okay, yeah. I've got nothing else to think about. I'll just be like, get me up that hill. But there is Joe and Will.
How hilly is it between Wellesley and
You know
Bourne?
what, Joe? It's hilly. It's got some hills. It's got some hills. It's not like the Sturbridge start. I did that a few times.
That's why I love riding in Florida. It's very smooth.
Yeah, there's not many smooth rides there, but
1-2 pitch coming. And a ground ball hit weakly to the charging shortstop. Chang gloves, throws on the move. Not a chance. Merrifield can run too late, so runners at first and second. With the infield hit bringing up Springer, who almost made it 3 straight homers. In between the homers by Merrifield and Guerrero, he had a fly ball to the warning track in left center. Well, it should be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to some of the great guests that we will have here, patients, doctors, as we do every year.
Too many Torontonians here tonight, Joe. They're too loud.
Yeah, they're very, very rabid. The team just lost 3 or 4 to the Orioles. Springer is in a 1 for 37 slump. Checks the swing. It's in there for a call strike.
For now, I think Paxton needs to stop throwing the cutter. All the home runs have come on these sort of spinning cutters right in the middle of the plate.
They've gone a long way. This will be his 30th pitch. 3-0 Jays. 2 on, 2 out, second inning. And the pitch home is a weak ground ball foul on a changeup away by the third base coaching box. Did you take trips this year to spring training?
we did not. We're still sort of following our infection
COVID?
control team, so we're really hoping this March.
That's good. Yep.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That's what these teens, they need this.
Yeah, it's so great to see them gathered in spring training. They come for 2 days and
Yeah,
get a lot of
we're missing it as
exposure to
staff
players,
to see that.
0-2 pitch. Fastball inside, almost hit him, 1-2.
Garrett Whitlock has really embraced his role, too. I mean, I know he loves coming over there. He's such a generous guy, kind of a perfect fit in a long line.
He's lovely. He really is so sweet. We had brought one of our kids here, and he met him, and he'll be coming into the clinic on Tuesday. So he'll see a whole bunch more.
1-2 is fouled around the batter's box. It's always been something most of the players have done privately to make the trips to your group when you're with the kids.
Yeah, and there's nothing better for these kids when they sort of see a Red Sox player come right at them and smile, and they're just like, me? And then it's just they become friends.
1-2 pitch coming with 2 on and 2 out. Paxton deals and Springer takes it low.
It's such a good point, Joe. I mean, I talked to Paxton and Pavetta. last homestand without telling anybody, seeking no publicity. After we got home at 2:30 in the morning the next day, an off day, they were going to see children in the hospital.
Yeah.
But players really take it to heart.
Yeah, and you can't really teach that. They either have it or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Ground ball hit Wiggly, foul outside at first. I know we've had many players traded here from other teams, and they come here already knowing about the Jimmy Fund because of the sign in right field. And
yeah, the relationship that we have with the Red Sox is really just so unique and so special.
Was that catcher's interference? I believe it was.
Yep.
Again. We've seen that more this year than we've ever seen it. Yep.
Wow.
Long stuck the mitt out too far, and he hit the mitt, grounding a foul ball. So the bases are loaded with 2 down for Vlad Jr. Launched a home run his first time up. The pitch is taken low, ball 1.
You don't often say this in the second inning, but it's sort of like the game is on the line right here.
So it's Varsho at third, Merrifield at second, Springer at first, and a 1-0 count to Vlad. Goes there's no time at bat and an error to the catcher on the interference. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Oh, he'd like that one back.
Hurts the most because it was a 2-strike count against a struggling hitter against the home run derby champ now.
His home run, the first inning, was his 18th. Paxton's 1-1 pitch, number 37 of the game, is fouled to the right into the stands. So it's a ball and 2 strikes with 2 out, 3 on, and a 3-0 Jays lead in the second inning.
It's a long inning to have me on, guys.
It's been our treat, other than the score.
Yeah, you make it more bearable, certainly.
Jeez, I'm sorry I didn't bring any luck here.
Just get the out here. And a check swing pitch in the dirt, missing. And it's 2-2. Now you try to keep the kids, who, of course, they're outpatients. They come in the same day each week, so they're with the same group.
Yeah, they really keep the Tuesday kids or the Tuesday kids, and that's really special because the parents get to know each other. The kids really form a bond.
3 on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch coming to Vlad. And he swings and grounds it weakly to the deep short, grabbed by Chang, throws to first in time, and the Red Sox escape further damage.
Lisa can breathe.
You're off the hook, Lisa.
Thank you guys so much.
Only give up 1.
Good
All
luck
right,
riding.
Lisa Scherber from the Jimmy Fund and the Band Mass Challenge going on this weekend, and the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon coming up August 29th and 30th. We'll see you then.
Thanks so much, guys.
After 1.5, it's 3-0 Toronto in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot. Why? Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, Wanda Raffy Devers leading off the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Audi Burlington and Audi Brookline. 3-0 Jays. Manoah works from the set and delivers in a swinging strike. And it's 1-1. Raffy with 25 homers, 4th overall, so 4th in RBIs with 76, hitting at .264. 379 this year against the Jays with 2 homers and 9 knocked in. The pitch down and in from Manoah, who's had control difficulties. Start before last, Manoah hit Taylor Ward in the face with a pitch. He suffered several broken bones playing for the Angels. And Manoah held his hands over his head. He was distraught on the mound. 2-1 pitch is fouled to the left out of play. John Schneider, their manager, was telling Willie about that. And it seems like the Angels manager sort of smoothed the waters.
Yeah, Phil Nevin shared the contact information, said he's going to be okay, and that apparently took a big burden off of Manoah's shoulders.
It's 2-2 to Raffy, and a line drive poke down the right field line foul as he lunged at a slider away. Hit it pretty well, but foul. We're in the Safe Light part of the batting order. Any home run by batters 3 through 6. Safe Light donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Manoah's 2-2 delivery. And a ground ball bounced to second. Backhanded there by Schneider. His first chance as a big leaguer, and he throws him out. He homered over everything and left in his first major league at bat, leading off the second inning.
Can you imagine what is going through the minds of his parents who are in the stands here tonight at Fenway?
Now, they're from New Jersey, so they were able to get here without having to travel too far, and they were here to watch. Adam Duvall 0 for 8 of late, hitting .248 with 9 homers, and he takes a call strike. We're excited to share the Walmart stepping up to the plate. For every Walmart wall ball, they donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Visit AmericanDiabetesAssociation.org for free resources and support. 0-1 is swung on and missed. Happy to take part in Christian Fourier's golf tournament Monday for the American Diabetes Association when Christian received their top award. So Duvall behind in the count, 0-2. Big right-hander, close to 300 pounds, delivers and leaves it low.
You played with your son Tom, didn't you?
I did, yes.
And?
We didn't really keep score. We played best ball. Actually, we were only a couple over par playing best ball. But
you had a good time.
It was a lot of fun. Beautiful weather, great tournament down there in Pine Hills and Plymouth. That's outside, and it's 2-2. And you'll be playing Monday?
Yeah.
With the Kevin Stevens tournament.
Well, looking forward to that very much.
That's in Kingston. Former Pittsburgh Penguin star. 2-2. Swing a shot to center field. Shallow. Out goes the second baseman. On comes the right fielder. Sliding catch made by Varsho. Dalton Varsho, they tell us, has been outstanding in center field. He's up there in the metrics. He also has 9 assists, and he made a very nice sliding catch with the second baseman and the right fielder. All in the triangle there. Somehow they avoided a collision. He was yelling he's got it all the way. Probably made Springer stop short, so there was no collision. Now Tristan Casas at .255 with 16 homers. And he takes a strike. The Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on our Subaru summer. Drive away in a brand new 23 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Houston with 3 in the first leads the Yankees 3-0 early. There's a call strike.
Can't give him that one.
Might have been a little high. It's off pitch, off speed sliders. Looked like more of a curveball. 0-2. Tampa Bay has a quick 4-0 lead over the Tigers. They're in the 5th inning in Detroit. Mets scoreless in Baltimore in the 3rd. The pitch check swing down and in. He did not go. Says the third base umpire, Manoah. It started for the dugouts. It's a very emotional start on the mound.
It was very close to a swing.
Just in completing the safe fly under the last part of the order. And the 1-2. Swinging strike. He got him down and away with a changeup at 88 to retire the side. After 3-0 Jays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey. Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, Toronto has attacked the Red Sox suddenly. 3 solo home runs over the first 2 innings. 3-0 Jays. We move to the third with Will Fleming.
Hey, thanks so much, Joe. It is wonderful to be back with you. The Red Sox trying to get it going on a Friday night at Fenway Park. Paxton been hit hard. The pitch to Jansen is crushed again to deep left field. Duran is on the run. It smashes off the wall. Really nice play by Jaron to play the carom. Spin and throw under the glove of Arias at second. Casas backs it up down the first base line, and Jansen holds at first base. It has been one shot after another. Paxton is making so many mistakes in the middle of the zone, which is so unlike him. According to Alex Spear, only the 3rd time in his career he's allowed 3 or more home runs. Career worst, I should say, 4 home runs back in 2019 with the Yankees against the Red Sox. Here's Alejandro Kirk, who's a hot hitter, and he takes a curveball from Paxton in there for strike 1. The fastball and cutter have been hammered tonight for Paxton. Normally great weapons for him. The velocity on the fastball is down tonight by about a mile an hour. Here's a softly hit ground ball to the right side. Arias' first chance at a double play to second for 1, over to first, 2, double play. Nicely done. Well, that came at the right time. Taylor made. Nicely done, Arias. And with 2 down now and the base is empty, here comes Matt Chapman, the 3rd in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Mercedes-Benz of Natick, and flagship motor cars of Linfield. Right-handed hitting Chapman, who by his standards is scuffling a little bit at the plate, takes a 93-mile-an-hour fastball on the corner, and it's 0-1. Pitch. That is ripped down the left field line, and it is a fair ball off the base of the wall. Chapman is into second base standing. A hanging changeup that was nailed into the corner. And this is just so unusual from Paxton.
Chapman's league-leading 34th double.
And here comes the kid who made a lifetime memory. His first time homering on the Lansdowne Street in his first ever major league at-bat. Hope they can get him the ball. 2 down with Chapman at second. The pitch is swung on and missed, and it gets away from Wong. Curveball in the dirt. And Chapman is over to third. Paxton has just been an absolute paragon of consistency for Boston, including one of his best starts of the whole season against Toronto. June the 30th, 7 2/3 outstanding innings, but this is now 2 in a row. He pitched out of trouble last time, not so here tonight. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That is skied into center field. Coming in, Duvall. He's there to make the play. Curveball hit hard, but the inning is over. Paxton trying to figure it out here on a humid Friday night. Red Sox trailing by 3. Wong Urias for the first time, and Chang after this. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Listening reminds you that talk saves lives. And 988 makes it even easier to reach out and talk. When you dial or text 988, you'll be connected with trained counselors in over 200 crisis centers nationwide. And now you can reach out and get help in Spanish, providing you the help you need anytime, anywhere. 988, the new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Talk saves lives. And with 988, talking is only 3 digits away. More at imlistening.org.
Missing your NFL team's out-of-market games? Not a great plan. A much better plan? Switch to My Plan from Verizon and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV on us with eligible phone purchase and Unlimited Plus. That's a value of up to $449. Get every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon. Switch to My Plan at your Verizon store today. And for a limited time, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV on us with eligible phone purchase and Unlimited Plus. It's your Verizon. $449 value applies to NFL Sunday Ticket season 23-24 only. Additional terms and embargoes apply to NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube. No refunds.
Brace yourselves. Heating season is coming.
It's hard to think about right now, but this is the absolute best time to prepare for a warm and comfy winter. Don't wait until you're cold to make the switch to an Energy Star certified, compact, high-efficiency boiler from Navient. Find your local Navient installer at boilercomfort.com.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year. Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer. Is this for real?
Apparently. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connor Wong leading it off for the Sox in the third. He takes a strike from Manoah, 93-mile-an-hour sinker. And it's 0-1. Herb Chambers batting order. Wong, Urias, and Chang. 3-0 Toronto. The pitch to Connor is swung on and fouled off. A slider. Just off the end of the bat. He's in an 0-2 hole. League leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Bo Bichette almost always leads the world in hits. He's on the injured list with a knee injury. Felt it pull rounding first base earlier this week, and John Schneider and the whole Blue Jay dugout just held their breath. 0-2 to Wong. Manoah throws, and Connor swings and misses. He's gone. Slider.
I texted with Bo's dad today, Dante, who said that Bo is feeling much better. And I know John Schneider told you and me, hopefully he can come back to play right when the 10 days of the IL stint are over.
No structural damage on the MRI. He's got 144 hits. Luis Arias, 153. And red-hot Freddie Freeman with 146. Here is Luis Urias, first time in a Red Sox uniform in the batter's box. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, both residential and commercial at drainsbyjanes.com. They give a poop about your pipes. Pitch to Urias, miss, so it's 1-0 to him. Again, this is an upside play from the Red Sox front office, a guy who's had some big league success. 1-0 the pitch. He is outside. Heimblum, bet on a bounce back from him. I think his swing really profiles well for this ballpark, just as it did for Turner, Duvall. Something they've been on the lookout for. Hunter Renfroe, too. 2-0 to Urias, the pitch. Swinging a little pop-up straight back into the seats and out of play. He's still only 26 years old, born June the 3rd, 97, in Magdalena de Quino in Mexico. Made his debut in 2018 with the San Diego Padres.
A strange stance. He almost leans backwards.
2-1 is softly grounded foul outside the third base line. 23 homers in 2021, 16 the following year. Above average defender at second base, trying to get it on track, having a real rough go of it in the big leagues as a hitter. 8 for his first 55 with the Brewers. 2-2. One down in the third. The pitch. That is up and in. It's 3-2. This is something Manoah has done a lot of this year, and indeed since coming back. His walk rate is just about the worst in the whole game. 6 walks per 9 innings. 3-2 is outside. There's ball 4, and Manoah falls over on the landing spot on the mound. And there is the Red Sox second base runner. Duran ripped a single his first time, but then was erased when Verdugo hit the little comebacker to the mound, and then Alex was picked off. So the Red Sox have not exerted any pressure at all on Manoah, but Urias hoping to start a little rally here. Now comes Yu Chang. Chang got 165 with 5 homers. Here's the pitch, and Yu fouls it off on the third base side. Quickly 0-1 to him. He two for his last 7. Injury report brought to you by Ketch's Law Group, New England's personal injury pros since '86. Ketch's has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. Chris Sale will start Sunday for Worcester. A 1 to Chang is a sinker that misses high, and it's 1-1. Trevor Story's going to play tonight for Worcester. He just wants more at-bats before feeling comfortable. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Chang lines one, caught at third, and Urias dives back in head first. He was lunging to second. Chapman almost made a play, but Urias safely back. Now 2 down, and here's Jarren Duran. And in a roundabout way, part of the injury report is that today the Red Sox got Noah Song back. Guy they drafted out of the Naval Academy, had to serve his time, then has had a lot of injuries. Phillies just couldn't keep him on the Major League roster. He cleared waivers and back with the Red Sox. Good to see Noah. Apparently he's going to report to Greenville. Here's Duran, who singled his first time. The pitch is a strike. Fastball. And it's 0-1. Duran waiting. Manoah sets from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch is high. The fastball, and it's 1-1.
Velocity's down a little bit. 92, 93. Used to be 95 to 97.
They've won 3 of his 4 since coming back. He went on that bizarre rehab. They sent him all the way down to the Florida Complex League, and he gave up 11 runs in his first start. 1-1 is low. Change up, and it's 2-1. Really kind of a humiliating outing for him. Such a fiery, emotional pitcher. Tanner Houck, by the way, will start Saturday for Worcester. Very good news on that front, too. 2-1 to Duran. Urias leading at first. 2 down in the third. Manoah steps off. Diesel Direct question of the day, brought to you by Diesel Direct, to remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. I'll get you that question in just a moment. 2-1 to Duran, who's red hot. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. It is way back. It is gone! End of the first row of the monster seats. Duran stays scalding hot. The Red Sox needed that jolt in the worst way, and it's 3-2. He is something, Jarren Duran.
The igniter.
Incredible. 2-run homer Wednesday, day off yesterday, 2-run homer today. He is on an incredible tear. His 8th big fly, and Fenway comes alive. Here's Verdugo. The pitch is a strike with a slider. It's 0-1.
His second home run into the monster seats.
These two have got a lot of history. Putting in the preamble to this season. Listen to Fenway come alive. The 0-1 is a ground ball up the middle, caught by Manoah. That's 2 of those from Verdugo. He'll walk it almost the whole way to first. That was ridiculous. Inning is over, but Duran gets Manoah. 2-run homer. And the Red Sox back within a run. 3-2 after 3 on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Easy listening goes all electric, and accelerating is
easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What a big swing from Jarren Duran. We'll see if James Paxton can follow it up with a shutdown inning. He has really been hit hard this evening. He's thrown 46 pitches, only 3 swings and misses, and 6 balls hit hard. 95 or more. Here's Paul DeYoung. Just came over from the Cardinals, especially when Bichette came on the injured list. That was an urgent need for the Jays. Curveball from Paxton misses outside, and it's 1-0. James winds, he throws, and DeYoung, who had some really good years with the Cardinals, swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 1-1.
Cardinals had a fire sale.
Think what they would be had they retained all their previous All-Stars as the 1-1 change is swung on and missed. Alcantara, Gallen, Rosarena, Garcia, on and on. But they say they want to contend again next year. 1-2 pitch is fouled back, which is part of the reason why teams like the Red Sox, who checked in on Tommy Edman, were told no, and why they squashed the idea of trading Nolan Arenado. Anybody who's around for a while stayed. The 1-2 is bounced in there. Curveball. And it's 2-2. The Blue Jays have got to be wondering how they're going to get Jarren Duran out. I mean, he's been unreal against them. Now 8 games against him. That's his 3rd homer. He's driven in 7 and hitting above 500. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a changeup. That's a big start for Paxton. One down. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Dalton Varsho, the hitters, had a big season against the Red Sox. Cut fastball on the corner for strike 1. So the Diesel direct question of the day has to do with the playoff positioning for the Red Sox. Here's the 0-1 to Varsho. Hard ground ball to first. Off the glove of Casas. Picks it up, flips to first, but not in time. Tristan ranging to his left, clanked it off the heel of his glove. He had to take 2 steps over toward the line. I mean, not routine effort, but that's a play you'd like made. Another base runner for the Blue Jays, and with 1 down, here's Whit Merrifield. It's amazing the underlying numbers for Casas over at first base, given some of his natural tools over there. He's been very close to the bottom in all of the defensive metrics at first base in the whole sport. Here's Whit Merrifield, who homered his first time, and he swings and fouls one back. A fastball, and it's 0-1. So the Red Sox, as you now know, trail the Blue Jays in the 3rd wild card race by 2 games. Do you see the Red Sox leaving this series in playoff position. Give you the results of the Diesel Direct question in the 7th at Sox Booth. The Twitter handle 0-1, way outside with a fastball. That one 95, and it's 1-1. They'll give that a hit, which, especially in relation to many of the balls we've seen scored hits this year, that one's less egregious. But I mean, again, plays not being made. The 1-1 is swung on a miss. That's a really good changeup. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. I really think, Joe, it dishonors legitimately the history of what hits have been in baseball. For a game and a sport that honors tradition and values all their records, we're just totally destroying that now. The 1-2 misses inside.
These are big league players who do wear gloves.
They are. I just think the standard needs to go back to what it was. 2-2. Double play depth behind Paxton. He got a big double play in the 3rd. Love another one here in the 4th. The 2-2 is a check swing. He went around. Bill Miller rings him up, and Paxton has a couple of strikeouts here. He should be in the dugout, but with now 2 down, here comes George Springer. Surf and Turf is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market today through Thursday. Get value pack beef T-bone or porterhouse steak in bags of raw shrimp. $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Here's a swing and a foul at a changeup by George Springer. It's 0-1. Very funny moment around the batting cage before the game today. Springer was laughing with Vlad Guerrero and John Schneider, and a couple of Red Sox fans from Connecticut were yelling at George, saying, I think I need to sign myself to a 10-day contract. I got a big-time swing. 0-1 to Springer. The pitch is outside. And he turned to them and he said, I had a good swing until about 2 weeks ago.
Then he went 0 for 35.
He almost homered his first time, reached on catcher's interference in the 2nd.
He grew up a Red Sox fan, this Yukon Husky.
1 ball, 1 strike. Paxton at the belt throws. And Springer skies one into center field. Duvall back toward the 379. He will leap. He won't get it. It's off the wall. It caroms past him. Duran throws it low to Chang. No throw home. It's a run-scoring double by George Springer. Blue Jays get a run back and lead it 4-2. Another mistake in the middle of the zone from Paxton. I mean, that is a 2-strike pitch that gets hammered. And
again, at the end of the bat too, but he's so strong, it found the wall just to the right of the 379 mark.
And remember, again, underscoring the Red Sox inability to make plays defensively. That should not have produced a run. Here's Guerrero, who swings mightily and fouls it back. It's 0-1. And here's the other part about the way all these things are scored now, Joe. That's an earned run for Paxton.
Yeah, the pitcher's always the victim. It's that simple. Everything for the hitter.
0-1 to Vladdy, who launched a homer his first time. Pitch. That's a little outside. So today through Thursday, value pack beef T-bone, porterhouse steak, bags of raw shrimp, $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2, save on the best of the land and sea. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. 1-1. Pitch. That is a check swing on a curveball that missed outside. And it's 2-1. Costas has had a remarkable breakout season at the plate. He's become a total monster, but the defense has got to improve going forward. 2-1. Paxton throws, and it's low and outside. I think it's the number one determinant for wins and losses this season for this team.
Still discussing it. It's August.
Yeah. Story will help with that, of course. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. That's a good sign from Paxton. He's heating up a little bit here. 96 miles an hour. And it's 3-2. Joe Weil right on the spot. Red Sox have made the most errors coming into the game, 74. Most throwing errors, 45. And they're 30th in the whole sport in outs above average. 3-2, swing and a foul on the first base side. In other words, they are the worst defensive team in the game by almost every metric. It makes it very hard to win games. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Vladdy Jr. at the plate. 4-2 Blue Jays with Springer at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging a little line hopper to short. Caught on the line by Chang. Nice play ranging to his left. Guerrero is frustrated. Nicely done to escape more damage. The Red Sox give up another run, though. 4-2 Blue Jays going to the bottom of the fourth in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up.
Woo!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida leading it off in the bottom of the fourth. Sox trailing Toronto by 2. The pitch to Masa is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. You pick up 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. And of course, that is Cars with a K. 0-1 to Masa. Lined out his first time. Encouraging swing the other way. Here he takes a slider outside, and it's 1-1. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, BMW of Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. 1-1 to Yoshida with Devers on deck. The pitch is outside. Another good take. Almost always when Yoshida does what he did in the first, lines balls the other way, good things are going to follow. 2-1. Manoah is ready. He throws, and Masa swings and skies one high into left field. Back on it, Merrifield at the track, at the wall. It's off that ledge above the manual scoreboard. Bounces way back into the outfield. Another opposite field shot for Masa. And the Red Sox in business with a Macho Man leadoff double. You hardly ever see that. It's about like a 4-foot, almost like a roof above the manual scoreboard and the Mason sign out there, the line score, and that hit right on top of it, bounced up and past Merrifield. So Yoshida has his 24th double. And here's Raffy as the tying run. Manoah throws, and Raffy takes a fastball high for ball 1. Devers against Manoah is rather amazingly only 2 for 14 with 3 strikeouts. He's not hit a home run off of him. 1-0 to Devers, I should say, with Yoshida at second. Duvall out on deck. Here's the pitch. Raffy swings and misses at a fastball. That was ball 2, and it was way beneath the zone. Raffy frustrated with himself. It's 1-1. Get you caught up on the Subaru New England scoreboard in a moment. 1-1 to Raffy. Long set, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back. Man, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Raffy took a big rip at that. 1-2. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at Subaru.com. of NewEngland.com. 1-2. At the very least, Devers trying to move Yoshida up, but he's thinking far grander things here. The 1-2. Check swing. Did it hit him? Yes, it did on the foot. They will, I'm sure, appeal. Raffy did not go around, so he is plunked, and the Red Sox have 2 on with nobody out. Andy Fox had the phone on. He was talking to the replay room, but no need for that. The home plate umpire, Rob Drake, says Raffy was hit, and he was. That hurts right on the left ankle, kind of up on the shin. And a 2-strike mistake for Manoah, and now Duvall with 2 on and still nobody out. Joe's got to get his spiral notebook out and put a line on the wall ball page for Masataka Yoshida after he hit one. You know, Joe, I can't really remember too many other times I've seen balls hit off that ledge above the line score.
Yeah, it happens a couple of times a year. It means you can get a double because it takes a high hop and it takes a while for the fielder to get it. That's 6 wall balls for Yoshida.
I still want one off the ladder. I've never seen it.
Been many years since we saw one rattle inside the rungs of the ladder.
Duvall's thinking about hitting one over it right here. 2 on, none out. Manoah's ready. Head on a swivel. Checks the runner at second twice and throws, and Duvall swings and fouls a sinker back. And it's 0-1.
That almost hit him on the thumbs.
Man, he's been erratic, Manoah, in this inning. Told you he's had some issues with command. Mets and Orioles in the 4th inning. They're scoreless. Jack Flaherty's good against the Blue Jays yesterday. Tonight it's Dean Kramer, who's allowed only 1 hit through 4. 0-1 to Duvall. Is a little bit inside. 1-1. Nobody out. Darkening skies. Cloud cover, but so far no rain here at Fenway. Hoping it'll stay that way. 1-1 to Duvall. Yoshida at second. Devers the trail runner at first. He's got a huge lead. Stepping off is Manoah. It's amazing, Joe. Alek Manoah is his own creature. He channels anger and emotion on the mound, and for a lot of his career it worked. But why in the world in this spot is he at all concerned about Yoshida at second? Keeps looking back there. 1-1 to Duvall. Here's the pitch. That's a hanger that's popped up back of the plate. Jansen with the mask on gives it a look on the warning track. He has it. Colliding with the wall behind the plate. He makes the grab. Manoah fired up about that. Disappointment for Duvall. And there's 1 down for Casas. You never see that, really. The catcher who keeps the mask on the whole way. He did so and made the play. Remarkable. So a bullet dodged, and now here's Casas. Got to cash this opportunity in here. Tristan really looked uncomfortable his first time striking out. He is now 2 for 5 against Alek Manoah. Digs in, the big left-hander. 0 for his last 5, but scalding in the month. The pitch is lined up the middle on 1 hop. It's going to be a double play. DeYoung steps on second for 1 over to first 2. Bad luck and a huge opportunity wasted for the Red Sox. They put 2 on with nobody out and do not score. To the 5th we go. 4-2 Toronto in the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Whether your dog is in their puppy, adult, or senior years, there's nothing better than more years together. And the best way to feed their happy, healthy life is with fresh, healthy food. The Farmer's Dog makes it easy to keep your best friend healthy inside and out with fresh recipes made from real meat and veggies. They're pre-portioned just for your pup and delivered right to your door. Help your dog live a healthy life and get 50% off your first box of real fresh food at thefarmersdog.com/betteryears23.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot. Why? Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We go here to the 5th inning, a fast-moving game with a lot of action, a lot of loud contact by the hitters. And in the Herb Chambers batting order, leading off will be Danny Jansen. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Jaguar Land Rover Boston and Jaguar Land Rover Sudbury. Jansen hitting in the cleanup spot has grounded out 6-3 and single off the base of the left field wall. And the first pitch misses inside for ball 1. 4-2, the Jays on top. They've hit 3 solo homers. Red Sox scoring on a 2-run homer by Duran. The pitch runs inside from Paxton, who's thrown 71 pitches, 47 strikes, and allowed much loud contact. Here comes the 2-0. And a big swing and a foul tip into the mitt.
Raimel Tapia's got a new home. The Tampa Bay Rays claimed him for his 3rd organization this year.
With Milwaukee between the Red Sox and Tampa Bay, foul to the left out of play. So Davis Schneider is due 4th in this inning. Homering. His first major league at bat, that's inside. 3-2 to this right-hand batter. Paxton deals, and it swung on and popped up right around the mound. Catcher out, first baseman on. Koss is calling and makes the catch just in front of the mound for the out. 1 down for Alejandro Kirk, who's grounded out 6-3 and bounced it away 4-6-3. Double play. On deck is Matt Chapman, who's on deck. Brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at ondeck.com. There's a pitch over the inside edge. You call strike. Kirk is from Mexico. Built like a fire plug. Extremely slow runner. But he makes solid contact at the plate. Only stands about 5'8". The pitch that dips low and away. A changeup missing. The code word of the game is gold gloves.
Ooh.
Gold gloves. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. 1-1 delivery is fouled to the right out of play.
Red Sox have a chance, I think, in right field with Verdugo, but that is most certainly all.
That would be about the only candidate this season. Here's the 1-2. Line drive, right field, base hit. A low line shot between the first baseman and the second baseman. Well, that's 9 hits already. And really, Paxton's fortunate that they've only scored 4 runs.
Mm-hmm.
Even though 1 should have been unearned, but the way scoring is today, everything's a hit. Matt Chapman double off the wall and left his first time up.
Like things like the batting title and 400 averages, 200 hits, those should sort of stay sacred.
Outside ball 1.
But it's sort of hard to feel that way with all these hits being given away.
That's industry-wide. Here's the pitch, and it's way outside.
Trevor Story's 1 for 3 at Worcester tonight. Cedon Rafaela is batting 3rd behind him. He's gotten incredibly hot. I think he's got 8 homers in like 29 games down there.
A multiple home run game yesterday. We saw Story go deep a week ago tonight. Worcester foul straight back and out of play. And he looked like himself making that jump shot throw to first base from shortstop.
Did you have yourself a time at Polar Park?
We did. It was wonderful. Josh Steinberg and his staff doing such a great job of hosting us. Appreciate their gifts to my charity outside, the Jimmy Fund, and a faith that does justice, which is based here in Boston.
I need to get there. I want to take the boys. I've never been to Polar Park.
At the wall in right field, that came into play. There's a high fly foul, first base side out of play. Joseph Michael Morgan joined us.
Ooh.
For the night. He's been there many times this season.
And you got given a coffee cake that is one of his favorites before the game.
Grandma's cake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any yet?
Not yet. Have you?
No.
We'll leave it to Doug Lane to dish out some pieces of it. 3-2 pitch is low and inside, ball 4. Yeah, Will and I went to meet the Jimmy Fund folks in the WEI suite on the way back. One of our former fantasy campers who's with Grandma's Cakes came out and handed us a beautiful cake.
Love it. I can hear Doug rattling the plastic forks. That usually means good things are about to happen. This is also the time where, as Dave Bush comes to the mound, I can make my first shameless plea for scallops.
Doug scallops, he catches them and then take them home, sear them in olive oil. They're outstanding.
Simple and awesome.
Yeah, very easy to do. Well, they have runners at first and second after the walk, and Dave Bush makes another pitching coach visit, 85 pitches, and now here is the rookie, Davis Schneider, who launched a home run in his first major league at bat over everything and left in the second inning, then lined to center his next time up. He had 21 home runs at AAA Buffalo this year. Right-hand batter is a 28th round draft pick out of high school in New Jersey. Here's the pitch home, and the fastball is in there for a call strike.
Mauricio Llovera, right-handers warming in the Red Sox bullpen.
Paxton up to 86 pitches. He deals. Big swing and a miss. He got a fastball by him there at 93. We really haven't seen the 98 tonight.
No, this is the time of games earlier in the year where he'd rear back knowing the end is near and give you a little extra, but he is not himself tonight.
0-2 to this rookie. His first major league game, the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul to the backstop. On a high fastball, he went to try to overpower right-hand batter.
Ken Rosenthal had a fascinating sort of post-mortem on the trade deadline. Had some very interesting things to say about the Red Sox in there.
0-2 remains the count. The pitch is low, knocked down by the catcher Wong.
I'd heard from a lot of people that the industry, the sport was kind of mixed on Paxton. The Red Sox did not hear from teams that they could get quite enough back in return for him. There was a very interesting nugget about Justin Turner and the Miami Marlins.
Here's the 1-2. And he chases a pitch in the dirt, strike 3-0. Schneider got himself out there. That pitch didn't even reach home plate on the fly.
Big pitch. But apparently the Marlins thought they had a very good chance of landing Turner. The Red Sox were seeking one of their great young pitchers in return. And that the Red Sox were indeed one of the teams that were in on Justin Verlander at the deadline.
That's interesting. He's back with the Astros.
I'm going to now have some cake.
There's a drive foul down the right field side on a play off the bat of DeYoung, who grounded out 1-3 and struck out.
Wow. Pineapple coffee cake. I'm in.
Oh.
Awesome.
Grandma did it right. Cape Cod League baseball playoffs are starting this weekend. The official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. There's a ball missing. It's 6 convenient urgent care locations from Falmouth to Orleans, open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. It's the official sponsor of the Cape Cod League. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-hand batting Paul DeYoung.
I'll be down at Woods Hole next week. Maybe I can catch a Cape game.
Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses at a pitch up and away to retire the side. Well, Paxton comes back with 2 strikeouts.
Big.
After getting in trouble, the Red Sox are still within 2 runs. after 4.5, 4-2 Jays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot. Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Oh. Hey! Kim tried goat yoga to find her zen. Then the goat munched her new mat. That's when she changed her to, I need a better way to deal with my stress. With Aetna, you get mental health support as part of your plan. And our large network means you can always get an appointment with the therapist that's right for you, in person or virtual, on your schedule. And that's how healthier happens for Kim. Find out more at Aetna.com.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Swinging strike by Connor Wong as we go to the home half of the 5th inning. Looks like Paxton is through for the evening at the handshakes and headed toward the clubhouse after straining 2 more runners in the 5th inning. Wong struck out his first time up. He takes it low. It's 4-2 Jays.
Well, and with the Red Sox uncertainty in their staff, a lot of bullpen innings needed. It's not optimal that he only goes 5.
And the Herb Chambers batting order will be followed by Luis Urias. There's a drive deep to left, but foul. Deep into the Coca-Cola seats. He turned on that slider, but was out in front. Red Sox trailing 4-2. It could be a lot worse. They've left 7 runners. Red Sox runs coming on a 2-run homer by Duran. The big right-hander fires, and a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch down and away. Got him on a slider, so that's the 3rd strikeout. 2nd time Wong's been a victim, and here's Luis Urias, who walked in his first Red Sox at bat. Last year, Manoah was 16-7 with an ERA of 2.34. This year, he just has struggled. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. He's had trouble throwing strikes, but the velocity hasn't been there, at least by his standards. They list him at 6'6", 285. That sounds very conservative. The pitch, low and away. He's got to be 3 bills at least.
I think he looks a little more slimmed down than a couple times we've seen him, but I'm with you.
Tries to be an intimidator out there for the most part. Here's the pitch home and a swinging strike at an inside fastball.
He missed that fastball by 5 feet.
It's an unusual stance in that he holds the bat on his shoulder, then gets it up, but he leans backwards. Yeah. He's almost looking like he's ready to fall over backwards before the pitch is delivered. Then he straightens up. Ground ball wide to first. Throw for a base hit down the line. Springer's there to cut it off and hold Urias to a single. So that was well placed. Red Sox have their 4th hit. So they get the tying run at the plate, and Chang, who lined to 3rd his first time up. Chang will be followed by Duran, who's certainly been the igniter. Hitting at 164 now. He does have 5 homers. Manoah with a high set deals home and drills a strike in there, a sinker at 93. Manoah's out of Homestead, Florida. Played college ball at West Virginia, a long way from home. The 0-1 deal, and it's outside and high. Jays wearing their blue jerseys. The Dodger blue with gray pants. Sometimes they wear the red uniforms at home. It'll be a 1-1. And a throw to first. Urias back with a hand tag.
Speaking of, Astros 5, Yankees 1. Game in the 5th inning.
It's a 5-game series. Yanks won the opener last night. They won 4-3. Houston left a lot of runners on. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And it's grounded weakly to the charging shortstop. DeYoung gloves, fires on the move, gets him by plenty. And there is the second out as Urias takes second base. So here's Duran, who lined a single to right in the first pitch of the first inning, and then launched a home run on a 2-1 pitch into the monster seats, his 8th of the year. Tomorrow, Red Sox have a bullpen game, but Pivetta is available to pitch long. They'll go with Jose Barrios, who's 8-7, a guy the Red Sox hammered when he was with the Twins. Sunday, Red Sox still to determine who will pitch. Chris Bassett, a righty who's 10-6, goes for the Jays. Manoah deals home, and a ground ball bounced over the mound. It's knocked down by the shortstop. Throw to first, safe. But I think he saved a run. DeYoung knocked it down. That ball goes through to center field, and Urias would have scored easily. So that'll be an infield hit. Duran's 3 for 3, had no chance at first base. So it's up to Verdugo, who's bounced into a force and then was caught stealing after leaving too soon. Pete Walker, their outstanding pitching coach, visits the mound. Last time up, he grounded very weakly to the pitcher. Walker from the New London, Connecticut area. Pitched for the Yukon Huskies and also pitched for the Mets and the Jays and the Bigs.
Hennessy's Cabrera, one of the many they brought over from St. Louis, is in their bullpen warming up.
So a big spot here for Manoah, trying to get through the 5th inning with runners at first and third. Had DeYoung come up with it clean, he might have had a play, even though Duran can fly, but it would have been close.
But I'm with you. He definitely saved a run.
A big spot for Verdugo here. Red Sox down 4-2. Runners at first and third. 2 down in the 5th inning. Big Alek Manoah to the set. Long set. Now the pitch. And a strike over the outer half of the sliders. On a lot of sliders tonight. Manoah's out to hit the Red Sox 9-5, and the Jays lead the run column 4-2, but the Red Sox have the tying runs aboard. Big Alek Manoah with the 0-1 pitch. And a foul left side out of play. Red Sox have left just 1 runner so far. Now they're trying to get through this 5th inning. He's only thrown 65 pitches. Both teams very aggressive early in counts. Runners lead at the corners. Verdugo trying to protect the plate here behind 0-2. Right-hander fires, and a swing and a miss. He got him on a high inside fastball at 94 to retire the side. Verdugo continues to struggle, and the Red Sox strand 2 after 5. It's 4-2 Jays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Oh. Hey! Kim tried goat yoga to find her zen. Then the goat munched her new mat. That's when she changed her to, I need a better way to deal with my stress. With Aetna, you get mental health support as part of your plan. And our large network means you can always get an appointment with the therapist that's right for you, in person or virtual, on your schedule. And that's how healthier happens for Kim. Find out more at Aetna.com.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Mauricio Llovera for the Red Sox as we go to the 6th inning, 4-2. Toronto leads. Llovera has shown some pretty impressive stuff. Particularly his slider's been good for the Red Sox. This will be the 4th time he's taken the mound for Boston. He has allowed 3 hits and walked 3, though, in 2 1/3 innings. A lot of traffic behind him. Dalton Varsho, the first to see him. In this top of the 6th inning, Llovera fires down and in, a cut fastball that almost clipped Varsho on the knee. And that's ball 1 in the Herb Chambers batting order. Varsho, then Merrifield and Springer, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo of Boston. 1-0 pitch is crushed down the right field line. If it's fair, it is way gone, and it is out of here. Dalton Varsho does it again to the Red Sox, and Toronto, with their 4th homer of the night, leads it 5-2. Varsho's had a hot night and a great season against Boston, and the Red Sox just can't keep the ball in the yard tonight.
They've been concerned about their power or lack thereof by their standards, but not tonight.
It's a big boy fly right there. And here's Whit Merrifield, who began the game tonight. The shot out to left. Here's the pitch. That is a strike. It's been remarkable what the Red Sox have been able to do to stay above water, to use Alex Cora's managerial acumen to kind of navigate a little short in the rotation. 0-1 pitch. That is a chopper to the first baseman, Casas. He leaps, he backhands, he feeds Llovera, who races to the bag ahead of Merrifield. To play one down for George Springer. But at some point, it just becomes untenable when you're down some of those starters. You use the bullpen so much. More bullpen innings than any team since the 1st of July. And then Paxton unable to get even into the 6th inning tonight. Here's George Springer, who doubled his last time. 5-2 Toronto. Llovera throws, and a fastball misses down and in for ball 1. Paxton goes 5 innings. Rather remarkably allows 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks with 4 strikeouts. Here's a pitch to Springer that misses up and in, and it's 2-0. The Red Sox have been hanging on by their fingernails with Paxton and Bayo kind of anchoring the rotation. 2-0 is line foul. Crawford's been good. but it is even more difficult to imagine making a true run if Paxton kind of continues this form. He's just been a model of excellence and consistency all year. 2-1 from Jovera to Springer is a strike. He surprised him with a slider there, and it's 2-2. One thing about these Blue Jays, I think particularly here at Fenway Park, it's surprising that Paxton laid one into Merrifield to begin the game. 2-2 is inside with a slider. They are looking to do damage immediately, whether it's Bichette or Springer or tonight Merrifield. 3-2 to Springer. Looked like he almost wanted to get hit by that slider. The payoff pitch is fouled off. We've seen that from him before. Not afraid to get on base.
From New Britain, Connecticut, 110 miles from Fenway Park. It's also 110 miles from Yankee Stadium.
He made the right choice as a kid, unlike you. 3-2 to Springer. The pitch is just outside. He walked him. So Jovera continues to have issues throwing strikes.
He thought that was strike 3. The pitcher did.
It was close, but a ball. So Springer's aboard for Vladdy Jr. How far is that from Hamden?
New Britain from Hamden?
Yeah.
Probably 25 miles.
Okay.
Sort of in between Red Sox country and Yankees country.
Here's Vladdy, who is homered, grounded out, and lined out. Here's the pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner. Modern A Pizza, named the Pizzeria of the Year.
How about that? Thank you for passing along that story. We congratulated our friend Billy Passari, the owner there at Modern, which opened in 1934 on State Street.
We need him back out here. The 0-1 is crushed high and deep to left field. It is hooking toward the pole, and it is foul. Barely out of play by Guerrero. Oh, so close to a 5th Toronto home run.
Hanging slider.
Varshaw's home run, 413 feet. Pounded. 0-2 to Vladdy. 5-2 Blue Jays. It's been loud all night. Subaru New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 0-2 to Vladdy. Pitch. Swing and a foul. He got away with one there. I mean, that's another slider in an 0-2 count that just gets way too much of the zone. I mean, it was on the outer corner, but still. Dangerous. Flirting with trouble with Vladdy. Rockies all over the Cardinals 6-0. Nats and Reds tied at 3 in the 8th inning. And Tampa demolishing the Tigers 8-0 after 7. Runner goes. 0-2 is lined into left field, and that is headed for the gap, and that will get the Jays another run. A hanging 0-2 slider, and it's 6-2 Blue Jays. He just got away with one. It was nearly a home run in an 0-2 slider, and he did not get so fortunate on that one. So now the mountain a little steeper to climb. 4-run deficit. What a swing in momentum these last 10 minutes. The Red Sox had first and third, didn't score. Now the Jays have planted 2 more runs. Here's Danny Jansen, right-handed hitter. Still only 1 out. Here's a high fly ball into deep right field. Verdugo racing back in front of the warning track. He squares up to make the play. Guerrero tagging at second. He'll head for third. It has just been so loud tonight. But 2 down for Alejandro Kirk. Starting to get the feeling. I mean, the Baltimore Orioles are absolutely remarkable what they've been doing. They're tied with the Mets, by the way, 2-2 in the 6th. But the Astros are sort of once again looking like their old selves. They got a real good chance to challenge to repeat as Jovera fires a pitch that misses upstairs to Kirk for ball 1. Verlander returns. Valdez through the no-hitter. Altuve and Yordan Alvarez back in there. 1-0, and time is called as Jovera steps off. Now Joe Jakes is up and warming in the Red Sox bullpen. 6-2 Toronto. Pitch. That's right in there. Fastball. And it's 1-1. Starting to feel like Story and Houck and Whitlock and Sale just cannot get here soon enough. Here's the 1-1. That is a little bit outside. Red Sox had that incredible run. As Alex Cora rightly said, for about a month they were the best team in the game. They won 16 of 21, but now they've lost 4 of 5 and behind by 4 tonight. 2-1 is a strike on the outside corner. These are such pivotal games. They're behind Toronto by 2. You can't win a wild card this weekend, but it could become far more difficult. Here's the 2-2, and it's looped into right field, but it will hang up for Verdugo. He's there. A little hop to make the play. The inning is over, but Varsho homers, Vladdy doubles, 2 runs in for the Jays. 6-2 Toronto. Bottom 6 next in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Oh. Hey! Kim tried goat yoga to find her zen. Then the goat munched her new mat. That's when she changed her to, I need a better way to deal with my stress. With Aetna, you get mental health support as part of your plan. And our large network means you can always get an appointment with the therapist that's right for you, in person or virtual, on your schedule. And that's how healthier happens for Kim. Find out more at Aetna.com.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Alek Manoah is going to, at the very least, begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Blue Jays lead it 6-2. I think the fact they put a couple runs up might have prompted the move to keep him in as Yoshida leads it off. Pitch is a strike, a slider on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hennessy's Cabrera is warming for the Jays. He may well come on no matter what to see Devers, who's due up second in the Herb Chambers batting order. 0-1 to Massa is down and in. Fastball. Yoshida has lined to left and doubled off the wall in left. When leading off an inning, interestingly this season, hitting .410. 1-1 is a soft ground ball to the right side. The first baseman Guerrero has it. Wins a foot race with Yoshida to the bag, and there's one away. Surf and Turf is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get value pack beef T-bone or porterhouse steak and bags of raw shrimp. $6.97 a pound. Use the digital coupon, limit 2 packages. Saving the best of the land and the sea. Shaws and Star Market. Here's Devers. Been hit by a pitch and grounded out. Manoah ready. He throws. And Raffy takes one inside. Very close pitch, but called a ball. 1-0. Perhaps it's a wait until there's a base runner decision for John Schneider and his starter Alek Manoah. 1-0. That's a good take again by Devers. 2-0. It's looking for base runners. Trailing by 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Springer is so deep out in right. 2-0. This pitch is a strike and maybe right at the top of the zone on the corner. Devers sort of nods approvingly. 2-1. Duvall is out on deck. Manoah throws, and Rafi takes low. Slider, and it's 3-1. One of those spots in a 4-run game, if Manoah is going to pitch this delicately to Devers, Red Sox hope he'll be patient. 3-1. Pitch is outside, ball 4. That is not at all what Manoah is looking to do with a 4-run lead. And now Adam Duvall is the hitter. Yimi Garcia, the right-hander, is also now up in the Blue Jay bullpen. You got Casas, the lefty, on deck. You would figure that Cabrera's gotten up to face some of these lefties. In this inning, the Red Sox would like to get it down through Casas, and then maybe some decisions to be made for Alex Cora. Pitch to Duvall is swung on and missed. Man, a slider. He has looked a little off at the plate. Missed that one by a lot, and it's 0-1. Reese McGuire, Justin Turner, and Ref Snyder available on the bench. I think if the Blue Jays go to Cabrera, they will see Ref Snyder. 0-1, the pitch. That is fouled back. Man. Sinking fastball in the inside corner. Duvall probably wants another look at that. It's 0-2. Copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority. The Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. Double play depth behind Manoah for Duvall. Rafi leading away at first. 0-2. Pitch is high. Fastball. That's only the 77th pitch thrown by Manoah. So they have the luxury of riding him a little bit here. One and two. Duvall stares out to the mound. The pitch is popped up. Into shallow right field. Coming on is George Springer. Now backpedaling a little bit. He's there to make the play. So 2 down, and now Tristan Casas to face Manoah. And Tristan has struck out and grounded into a double play. You know, the Red Sox had a little extra oomph behind this game tonight with memories of what happened last year right here, when Manoah was shouting famously at Bobby Dahlbeck and Franchi Cordero, both of whom he struck out. It's a bizarre time to do that. Here's Casas with Rafi still at first. The pitch is swung on and missed. Man, a big slider. And it's 0-1. May the 3rd he came here, did Manoah. 8 hits, 5 runs. So far, steady tonight. 0-1 to Tristan. Here's the pitch. And Casas loops one into shallow center field. Coming on is Varsho. There to make the play, in the inning is over. Frustrating night so far for the Red Sox. 6-2 Blue Jays after 6 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat. All right, come here. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the backseat.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox will stick with Yovera as we go to the 7th inning, trailing 6-2. For Toronto, Matt Chapman and then Davis Schneider and Paul DeYoung in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Chevrolet of Danvers. Chapman's had a good night. He's doubled and walked. He's also flied to right. Right-handed power hitter swings and pops one into the seats on the first base side out of play. 0-1. Are you telling me about the power surge lately for Cedon Rafaela? He homered again down to AAA Worcester. And he is a guy with elite defensive ability. The 0-1 misses outside with a sinker, 1-1.
Could we see him before the end of this season here at Fenway?
I think it's totally possible, especially now that he's got the bat going a little bit. 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. There are not many people who could play gold glove level defense in both center field and at shortstop, but he does. Really rare combination. 1-2 to Chapman. The pitch is outside. Slider from Yovera. Jakes is up and throwing again. Astros continue to lead the Yankees 5-2. Orioles have pulled ahead of the Mets 3-2 as a slider misses outside to Chapman, full count. I think there's very little question that the story of the season is the Baltimore Orioles. For 5 to 6 weeks it was Tampa, but that has changed in a major way. 3-2 is strike 3 called. Sinker at the bottom of the zone, 1 down. And I was expecting that maybe they'd make a bigger splash at the deadline. I mean, now, even if you're ahead of schedule with their record and their lineup, really kind of the mojo they've got going on, I thought they might really make a big splash for one of the elite starting pitchers.
They did get Jack Flaherty, who was an ace for the Cardinals. He had a tough start this year, but he pitched well yesterday.
Davis Schneider homered in his first major league at bat. Takes a sinker outside for ball 1. Tampa all over Detroit tonight, 8-0. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike on the inside corner. For every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. I mean, Gunnar Henderson has really emerged. Adley Rutschman has been so wonderful for the O's. It seems like most nights there's different heroes on that team. Hayes and Mountcastle, Santander. 1-2 is a little looper on a hop to second. Arias circles around it, plays the second bounce, and he throws it late. Davis Schneider beats it out. I mean, Arias had to circle around it, but then just took too long to get it out of his glove and throw it.
He took an extra step. He's safe.
And scored an infield hit. So Davis Schneider 2 for 4 in his debut, and that's it for Yovera. Alex Cora is going to go get Joe Jakes for the right-handed hitting DeYoung and then Dalton Varsho. 6-2 Blue Jays in the top of the 7th. Bullpen time at Fenway on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Joe Jakes is on for the Red Sox. 6-2 Toronto. 1 on, 1 out in this top of the 7th inning. Red Sox have been leaning on Jakes a little bit. 3 runs allowed in the 8th inning on Monday in Seattle. This is his 16th appearance. 6.23 ERA. All right, it's time for the results of our poll, the Diesel Direct question of the day, which is brought to you by Diesel Direct, reminding you to stop wasting time at the pump and get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Talking about whether the Red Sox would be in playoff position after this series. We've got some optimistic fans. I like it. 51% say yes, but that would mean a remarkable turnaround tonight and a series sweep for the Sox. Came into play today 2 behind these Jays. All right, here's Paul DeYoung, who in his time with the Cardinals became very familiar with the postseason. Sort of a real anomaly for the Cardinals. Totally out of it. And Sellers at the deadline as DeYoung takes a sinker for strike 0-1.
The last Blue Jay to homer his first Major League at bat before Schneider tonight, JPR Ancibia, August 7th, 2010. Last Red Sox to do it. Daniel Nava, the grand slam on the first pitch, July 2010.
He listened to someone very wise that day.
He did. Hit the first pitch, kid. It's the only chance you'll get. June 12th, 2010 against the Phillies.
0-2 after sinkers fouled back. Such a cool moment for Davis Schneider. 0-2 to Paul DeYoung. Jakes throws and a line hopper to first base, backhanded by Casas to second for 1. Relay to Jakes is not in time. He had a hard time getting his feet on the bag. He was about a foot off the bag and then kind of pitter-pattered and got the left heel on in time. The Red Sox talked to the video room, but will not challenge. Good play there by Casas. Paul DeYoung, 14 playoff games with the St. Louis Cardinals. 4 straight appearances broken up this year. Of course, the Phillies demolished the Cardinals in the Wildcard round last year before their run to the World Series. Here's Dalton Varsho, who hit a towering home run his last time. And there's a good slider from Jakes. It's 0-1.
Schneider, the 4th Blue Jay to homer his first Major League at bat. As we said, our Ancibia the last. Before that, Junior Felix in 1989 and Alvis Woods in 1977.
Wow. How does Joe Wild find that stuff so quickly? That's awesome. 0-1, the pitch is a high fly into right field. It is right there to Verdugo. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Nice job by Joe Jakes. Red Sox need runs. They trail 6-2. Wong, Arias, and Chang are scheduled to hit. We'll see if Alex Cora is tempted to go to the bench right after this in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements, CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Connor Wong to lead it off for the Red Sox, trailing 6-2. Everybody stretched out here at Fenway Park. Herb Chambers batting order. Wong, Urias, and Chang. I think it's a possibility. Alex Cora be tempted here to mix and match. Bottom third of the order. Wong has seen Manoah, who continues in the game twice and struck out twice. 80 pitches thrown by this hulking righty. The pitch is fouled off. Upper deck, right field side. My goodness, that was close. Luckily, it hit off of a cement wall at the base of one of those seating sections, right over the top of some fans. That was a screamer. 0-1. The pitch. Wong swings and misses. He's had a lot of that tonight. And it's 0-2. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. See, on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. 0-2. Wong swings and misses. Man, 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. He's gone. The hat trick. 1 down, and here is Urias.
Yankees really with some starting pitching issues. They trailed Houston tonight 7-2. Luis Severino gave up 7 runs in the first inning Sunday to the Orioles. Gave up 4 in the first inning tonight. 5 runs altogether in 4 innings. And he has a 7.74 ERA. And of course, Domingo Germán out for the season on alcohol rehab.
Here is Urias fouling one into the upper deck on the first base side. Yeah, and Rodon's been hit hard. It's a problem. Eric Swanson and Tim Meza both warming for the Blue Jays, righty and lefty. Urias has walked and singled in his Red Sox debut. Yu Chang is out on deck. 0-1. Here it is. Swinging a chopper to the left side, fielded by Chapman, who is awesome over there. He throws first, and very quickly 2 down.
36,376 here, a sellout.
And they've had very little to cheer about from the jump. Merrifield started the whole thing with a homer, and I mean the Red Sox got back within a run on the Duran homer in the third. Other than that, sleepy ball game, which is a shame because Friday nights at Fenway, it usually jams in here. Here's Yu Chang. He takes a strike with a slider in the outside corner. It's 0-1. Yu has lined to third and grounded to short. Here he checks his swing. His slider's called a strike anyway. Yoshida doubled tonight. For every Red Sox double, we'll donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association. Brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. Place to go if you need health insurance. 0-2 to Chang. Here's the pitch. That is a little bit high. Very close. But called a ball, and it's 1-2. If Chang could continue this inning, Jaron Duran, the 3-for-3 Duran, is out on deck. 1-2 the pitch. Swinging a high fly deep into left center field. This ball carrying well, and it is gone! Yu Chang, a solo blast, and the Red Sox chip away. They're back within 3, 6-3 Blue Jays. As the old adage says, when Yu Chang hits them, they stay hit. That thing was pulverized into the third row of the monster seats down beneath the DraftKings sign, just to the left of the light standard, and that will be the last pitch thrown by Alek Manoah here tonight. That brings the Friday Fenway crowd alive, and John Schneider is out of the Blue Jay dugout. Manoah's done. I would imagine Meza will come on to face Duran. 3-run deficit with 2 down in the 7th on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
Tim Meza, the left-hander with whom the Red Sox are so very familiar, is on here in relief of Alek Manoah, who goes 6 2/3 innings tonight. Gives up the 3 runs, couple of homers, one to Duran and one to Yu Chang that chased him. Red Sox against Manoah only 6 hits. He struck out 5, and he walked 2. So here comes Meza. Jarren Duran has a hit against him in 2 at-bats. This is a very fun thing to see, that the Red Sox are going to leave Duran in against the lefty. There were many times earlier in this season where this would be a Rob Refsnyder spot. I think Duran has done more than enough to deserve this kind of an at-bat.
John Schneider told us before the game that they might even close with Meza because of the left-hand batters that dominate the Red Sox lineup.
So in a way, it's good that they're getting him right now. Here's Duran, who's 3 for 3 with a 2-run homer, trying to keep this thing going. Verdugo's on deck. The pitch is a fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. He's been a busy man lately, 4 straight scoreless outings. The pitch is ripped into the corner in right field. Springer circles around it. He's there to make the play. Jarren smashed that, but Springer makes the play. A Yu Chang homer gets the Red Sox within 3. To the 8th we go. 6-3 Jays in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up.
Woo!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Blue Jays 6, Red Sox 3 as we go to the 8th inning, and Jake's back out there. He got the last 2 outs in the 7th. And here in the Herb Chambers batting order, top of the order with Whit Merrifield with the first pitch of the game for a home run. And he swings and it's a one-hopper to shortstop. Chang has it easily, throws to first, and it's one man out. Merrifield now is 2 for 5. He singled his next time up, an infield hit. So he is 2 for 5, and here is Springer, who flied to deep left, reached on catcher's interference, double off the wall in left center to drive in a run, and then drew a walk. And in the Herb Chambers batting order, it is brought to you by Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. Jakes delivers, and Springer takes a strike over the outer half. Stay tuned with the Nissan post-game show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 1 hit basket.
Jakes with the 0-1 is low and inside. I'd like to send along happy birthday greetings to my niece, Faith Castiglione, who got engaged here in our booth during the last homestand to Ryan Keogh, a Boston policeman.
Wow.
Former Boston city attorney.
Were you in on that setup?
A little bit. Low and outside.
Was she surprised?
Very surprised that it happened here in our booth.
Well, that's all you want,
I think
right?
she'd been expecting it for a while, but she got the ring, and we were on top of the booth there videoing it, so they didn't have a lot of privacy, but she was very happy.
And how was he? Was he nervous?
A little bit, I think so, yeah. Sometimes Ryan has the beat out here at Fenway when we get out of the parking lot.
Really?
2-2 pitch is a little bit low. And also happy birthday to Roger Clemens. The Rocket is 61 today. We sent him a text wishing him well on his birthday. He said he's in Scotland playing golf. He said his wife Debbie arranged some beautiful golf courses for him to play on.
That's the right way to do it.
3-2 is poke foul down the right field line. And happy birthday to former Red Sox manager John Farrell, born on the same day as Roger Clemens.
You think he's out on his boat?
Well, he gets up at 2:30 in the morning to go out in the lobster boat, so he's probably resting. We'll be up just a few hours from now. 3-2 pitch, ground ball foul. John, in addition to his lobstering, which of course is a family tradition, his dad was a commercial fisherman and former minor league pitcher. He also has 2 food trucks. So he's diversified. Enjoyed my stay with John here when he was Red Sox manager, doing the pregame shows with us every day. 3-2 pitch coming. And right down the middle, strike 3. He came back with a slider, and somehow Springer was frozen. So first strikeout for Jakes. He'd arrive after the game, take the free Fenway shuttle to Encore Boston Harbor. Pickup located on David Ortiz Drive across from Gate A. For more information, visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com/Fenway Shuttle. Vlad's had a big night, and Guerrero takes a strike. Hit a long home run, his 18th into the monster seats in the first. Grounded out 5-3 line to short, and then doubled. It drove in a run. Here's the 0-1, and he takes a backdoor breaking ball that's too wide.
You know what I think John did very well, maybe better than most, and I really mean this as a compliment, is he was very good with the press, writers, TV. He would say a lot without betraying almost anything.
That's a skill. It really is a skill. That ball in there for a strike.
You know, like all these people circle around you, they come in your office, they're asking you questions, and he really, made you feel like he was thinking about the answer and give you a lot of stuff, but he kept his cards close.
Wise man. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground right at the second baseman. Urias has it, and the newest member of the Red Sox throws him out 4-3. A 1-2-3 inning for Jakes. On we go to the bottom of the 8th. Sweet Caroline time. Let's see if that's inspiring. 6-3 Jays on the Shaws at Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Tim Mesa back out there. And the Red Sox will have Verdugo, Yoshida, and Devers. That's why John Schneider went to 4 straight left-hand batters at the top of the order. Verdugo's had a rough night. He bounced into a 1-6 force and then left too soon and was caught stealing by the pitcher to the shortstop. In the first inning, he tapped weakly to the box and struck out with 2 on and 2 out. And the first pitch is a strike to Refsnyder, who's hitting for Verdugo. I don't think we've seen this before.
Not in 2 years.
For Alex Verdugo is Refsnyder, who hits lefties well. The 0-1 is outside.
Well, this is why Rob is on the roster, but he has trusted Verdugo for 2 full seasons to hit against lefties.
So he can ignite something here. Mesa delivers 1-1, and it's low. And Refsnyder hitting for Verdugo at a bit of a surprise. 272 for Rob with 1 homer, 26 RBIs.
Jordan Hicks, the flamethrower, up in the pen.
Consistently over 100. The pitch outside. So it goes to 3-1 for Mesa. You can get the fastball up there around 92, 94. He really picked it up from when he first came up to the big leagues, and the velocity misses high, ball 4. And Refsnyder with a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning.
I just cannot get over as Pete Walker is going to come out how consistently Rob Refsnyder does it. I mean, he just sits around for days at a time, full games, and never disappoints with quality at-bats.
So Pete Walker, the pitching coach, visiting with Mesa. The attendance, 36,376 a sellout, brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, you start with Citgo, you're good to go. So here's Yoshida. Slide to left, double off the wall and left, and then grounded out to first. Left on left matchup here. Mesa's pitch is low. So Mesa's thrown 8 pitches, only 3 strikes. Got the last out in the 7th inning, but it was a loud one, a bullet by Duran at the right fielder, Springer, that ended the frame. The pitch. Swing a soft line drive. Oh, what a play by Chapman on one hop, roast of second out on to first safe. That was a low line drive, and somehow Chapman reached down and trapped it. A very nice play, off balance throw to second, and they just did miss the double play at first.
I mean, that is incredible. It sliced away from him, behind him, kind of right off his right foot, and he somehow reached back behind and made that pick.
He is so good. That's why he wins Gold Gloves every year. A very good play. That could have easily gone through him. Now Devers, who walked his last time up, he takes a strike.
He's 5 for 11 against this lefty, Rafi is.
The 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch. Before that, he grounded out 4-3. 1 on, 1 out. Here's his pitch. Here's a strike down and away. Made out of Millersville State. That's in the Pocono area. They play Indiana, Pennsylvania, Slippery Rock. Kutztown State, the pitch. Low and inside.
But not Colgate.
No. They're too small. Plus, we don't have a baseball team. Sad to say. The 1-2 pitch. Foul to the left out of play. Had a tremendous cut. Raffy got a handful of bees there as he shakes that left hand.
I wonder if in a pinch late in this game they might be able to go to Justin Turner just to swing the bat.
With a sore heel. The 1-2. Check swing strike. Oh, it's the beautiful delivery over the outside edge at the knees. A sinker at 95, so he amped up a little bit there. His fastest pitch. 2 down after the leadoff walk. And John Snyder's coming out with a right-hand batting Duvall up. That'll do it for Mesa. They want him tomorrow and the next day, so that's why he's probably not going to finish the inning here. Even though you got another left-hand batter in Casas coming up after Duvall, but they'll go to the bullpen as we come your way on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana-Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
Well, the Red Sox about to see some heat here from one of the newest members of the Toronto Blue Jay Ball Club. This is Hicks, who made his Toronto debut August 1st against the Orioles, threw a pitch at 102.4 miles an hour, the fastest pitch by a Toronto pitcher in the StatCast era. They got him for 2 minor leaguers just before the deadline. In 40 games with St. Louis, he was 1-6 with a 3.67 ERA and 8 saves. He has a major league high of 380 pitches at 100 miles an hour or more this season. That's 49% of his pitches. And 22 at 103, which is second in the big leagues. He's thrown over 1,500 pitches now at 100 miles an hour. So here is Hicks with 2 out, a runner at first, Duvall batting. It's a nice, easy delivery. And it gets up there in a hurry.
Well, Adam slugs almost 600 on fastballs. See if we could turn one around here.
Long one get the Red Sox back to within a run. Trail 6-3, 1 on, 2 out. Hicks delivers, and a fastball at 97. That's all in there for a strike.
They thought he would be the long-term closer for the Cardinals, but he just could never harness his stuff enough. Way too many walks at the end of games.
So strange to see the Cardinals dismantling pretty much. Here's an 0-1 delivery. And he swings and pops it up third base side. Foul ground. Chapman over near the dugout. Back penalty now and has room to make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox get a leadoff walk. Nothing comes of it after 8. It is 6-3 Jays on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements, CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Richard Bleier, the next Red Sox pitcher. Ref Snyder stays in the game to play left field after pinch hitting and drawing a walk, batting for Verdugo. So Duran moves to center, and Duvall goes over to right. All right, here is Bleier to go up against Danny Jansen, who was 1 for 4, single off the wall in the third. Bleier with a 5.27 ERA gets a strike over the outer half.
If I told you a month ago that Rob Refsnyder would pinch hit for Alex Verdugo and not for Jarren Duran, you would have not believed me.
This is true. 26th appearance for Bleier is 1-1, a long foul down the left field line out of play. The times have changed. Duran's been so hot. He's had 3 rockets and an infield hit tonight. He was retired on one of the liners. The pitch, ground ball bounced over the mound, charged by Chang. He gloves and doesn't even bother to throw. Once it got over Bleier's head, there was not much that could be done to prevent an infield single by the slow-footed catcher, Danny Jansen. So the leadoff man is aboard. It's 14 hits. And here's Alejandro Kirk, who's 1 for 4. That was a single to right in the 5th inning. It's been Paxton who's on the hook. Starting for the Red Sox. First pitch is a ball 1. Paxton was hit very hard. 4 runs, 9 hits in 5 innings. But Merrifield hit the first pitch of the game for a home run, and then Guerrero hit the 4th pitch for another home run. That one runs inside. Davis Schneider, the rookie in his major league debut, began the 2nd inning with a home run in his first at bat in the big leagues. Varsho later homered. 2-0. Strike over the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. As Richard Bleier works here to the right-hand batting Alejandro Kirk. He's from Mexico. The pitch home. And a ground ball pull foul toward the backstop. Toronto 8th in home runs. Despite hitting 4 tonight, they have 130 on the season. How about the Atlanta Braves? I was listening today. They scored 7 runs in a matter of about 6 minutes in the 4th inning against the Cubs, and one big. Fouled off his leg. They won 8-0.
They have the best offense in the game.
And they've hit 208 home runs.
Wilson has like 34 of them.
And he's got, 94 RBIs. They have an offensive machine. And Max Fried came off the injured list, hadn't pitched in 3 months, and spun a beauty today for the win. The pitch home. Ground ball bounced to short, should be 2. Shuttle to second, out on to first. Easy double play against the extremely slow Alejandro Kirk has bounced into 2 twin killings tonight. 6-4-3. And here's Chapman, who doubled off the wall, walked, and struck out. Two out in the ninth. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. There's a drive pull foul down the right field line.
I misspoke. He's got 37 homers and 92 driven in. Today, Murphy hit his 18th, Ozuna his 23rd, and Riley his 26th.
So that's 209 home runs for the Braves this season. Outside, they're challenging the Minnesota Twins record. I believe it's 301. Check on that. Here's the pitch inside. Last time the Red Sox were home, they swept the Braves in 2 of the most impressive games of the year.
No doubt. I think their status is one of the main reasons the Mets just totally blew it up and got rid of Verlander and Scherzer.
And the count runs to 2-2.
Like they're not going anywhere, the Braves. This year, next year, they got all those young players around.
Record 307 home runs by the Minnesota Twins of 2019. The ML record. 2-2. Driven in the air to deep right center field toward the gap. Long run, Duran back by the bullpen, but it's into the bullpen. A 2-run homer for Matt Chapman. That breaks it wide open. 7-3 Toronto. Their 5th home run of the game. Well, they talked about a power outage, but even without Bo Bichette, who's on the injured list, they've hit 5 home runs tonight. Chapman's 15th, his 46th RBI, his 49th extra base hit. Here's a call strike to Davis Schneider, who homered in his first major league at bat. Line to center, grounded to short, and singled to second base. Here's the pitch, and a little pop foul off first. Should be caught by Casas. He makes the catch behind the coach's box to end the inning. But the Jays add another, and after 8.5, 7-3 Jays on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have, and over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
In the Coast Guard, every day is an opportunity to discover your passion with over 19 career paths to choose from. To go on an adventure and travel the world. To find your crew in a diverse community and make lifelong friends. To make an impact by helping others and learning skills you'll master in the Coast Guard. Don't limit yourself. Visit GoCoastGuard.com today to join.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, the tone was set at the very first pitch of the game. Whit Merrifield launched a home run off the starter James Paxton, and it's been pretty much all Toronto. Jays leading 7-3, and Jordan Hicks facing Casas in the first pitch is in there for a call strike at 97. Tristan is struck out, grounded into a 6-3 double play and fly to center. If Hicks finishes, he get a save because he came in with a 3-run lead. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball hit over the second base bag, knocked down by the shortstop. Young picks it up and still throws him out. He blocked it with his chest, so Casas out quickly. The Major League record for home runs in a season, 307 by the 2019 Minnesota Twins. The Braves now have 209.
Well, the Red Sox, after that 2-game sweep of the Braves you were talking about, 7 games including this one, 22 total runs.
Tough time for a hitting slump. Here's Huang, who struck out 3 times. He takes a slider for a strike. All 3 times swinging. Hard-throwing right-hander Hicks delivers home, and a fly ball center field coming on as Varsho. He makes the catch. 2 down in the 9th inning for Luis Urias, and his Red Sox debut. He's walked and scored. Had a single and then grounded out 5-3. Alex Manoah had been struggling so much. Walked only 2 and hit a man and gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. He's on the verge of his 3rd win. Paxton on the hook. Urias with an unusual stance, leaning backwards, now straightens up and takes a strike.
Looks like he'd need a chiropractor after
Doesn't
hitting.
He must be very loose. Wearing the number 17 in red. Here's the pitch and a swinging strike. It's worn very well by Marty Barrett. What a great guy and a hitter he was. 24 hits in the postseason in 1986. With only 2 rounds of postseason. The pitch swing and a miss at a slider. This one's over. Toronto beats the Red Sox for the first time this year in 8 tries. Jays 7, Red Sox 3. They fall 3 behind Toronto in the race for the 3rd wild card. Red Sox now have dropped 5 of their last 6 as the Jays win 7-3, hitting 5 home runs and all of them solo shots. Totals next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
I'm Listening reminds you that talk saves lives. And 988 makes it even easier to reach out and talk. When you dial or text 988, you'll be connected with trained counselors in over 200 crisis centers nationwide. And now you can reach out and get help in Spanish, providing you the help you need anytime, anywhere. 988, the new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Talk saves lives. And with 988, talking is only 3 digits away. More at imlistening.org.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Back at Fenway Park, rough night for the Red Sox. They fall to the Blue Jays for the first time this year. 7-3 was the final. 7 runs on 14 hits for Toronto. No errors. They left 9. They hit a season worst 5 home runs against the Red Sox. That's the second time this season that has happened. 3 runs, 6 hits, an error, and 5 left for the Red Sox. Jarren Duran hit a blast, and so did Yu Chang, but that was it for the Red Sox. Manoah gets the win, 3-8. Paxton suffers the loss. He's 6-3, and Jordan Hicks looked awesome getting his 9th save. It took 2 hours, 30 minutes in front of 36,376. By the way, the 75th pitch, which was thrown to the Red Sox by Manoah, brought to you by the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund, as we honor the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this year. Into the Nissan postgame show we go. Joe and I will hand it over to Joe Weil in just a little while. This one, the tone was set very early with a leadoff home run from Whit Merrifield, and then Vladdy Guerrero hit one to the moon. 5 homers hit tonight, and this was just one of those evenings, Joe, where the Red Sox, who now for several weeks have been short in the rotation. Pivetta and Murphy have helped them, but they really have leaned on Paxton and Deo, and James just did not really have it tonight, and the Blue Jays took advantage of that early.
Yeah, it really hurts when you only have 3 starting pitchers and one gives it up so early. They were very hard hit balls. Really could have been a lot worse. And offense had a tough time coming back. They did it a couple of home runs, but couldn't string hits and walks together for the most part. But, this one certainly, with the starters setting the tone, got away early.
Jarren Duran was a real bright spot. 3 hits. He hit the ball hard against the lefty in the 7th inning. He's a fixture in this Red Sox order. It was amazing, Joe, and I think very telling that late in this game, Rob Refsnyder pinch hit for Alex Verdugo.
Well, Alex has really struggled, and when you look at Refsnyder's success against left-hand pitching, you can see why the move was made leading off the innings, as the Red Sox hoped that Refsnyder would ignite a rally. Did reach on a walk, but nothing happened after that.
They'll need to have a good one from an opener. May well be Brennan Bernardino, and then a lot of innings from Nick Pivetta, who's been such a revelation for the Red Sox. So hoping to get it going. These next few games are so pivotal for the Red Sox, not just 2 with the Blue Jays, which obviously are of the utmost importance, but then you got Nationals, Royals, and Tigers, not in that order. But, Joe, this is a part of the series, I should say the schedule, where against the Blue Jays and then against some of those bottom feeders, if the Red Sox are going to make a push at this thing, you'd figure it has to happen in the next 10 days.
Well, you would think so. And, of course, they haven't played that well against the tail enders in the game. They played much better against some of the good teams. Now they lose to Toronto for the first time, and this is a very critical homestand for them to get going.
It is indeed. Back at it tomorrow at 4:10 p.m. Barrios is on the mound for the Blue Jays. As we said, the Sox have not yet announced who will begin the game in the first inning. Joe Wiles got the Nissan post-game show for you right after this. Thanks for listening to our game broadcast. Bridget Prue back at the flagship WEEI. Doug Lane, the executive producer of Red Sox Baseball on the radio. Blue Jays 7, Red Sox 3 for Joe Castiglione. I'm Will Fleming saying thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon from Fenway right here on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We are the Community College of Rhode Island. You know us as CCRI, and we're more than you think. We have 4 campuses across the state with guided financial aid and scholarship opportunities and the lowest tuition in Rhode Island. We offer daytime, evening, on-campus, and online classes to help you earn your degree on your time, with more than 90 programs to help you discover your career path or advance on the one you already have. And over 70 transfer agreements. CCRI is the smart choice. We know who we are. Now it's your turn. The Community College of Rhode Island. Find your future here.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
In the Coast Guard, every day is an opportunity to discover your passion, to go on an adventure, to find your crew, to make an impact. Don't limit yourself. Visit GoCoastGuard.com today to join.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go: shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
This is the Nissan Post-Game Show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Tough start to a pivotal series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox fall at Fenway Park by a score of 7-3 in Game 1 of this 3-game set. Joe Wild with you here from Fenway Park. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Save on action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Red Sox pitchers today allowed 5 home runs. Tough day for the Red Sox on the mound. The 5 home runs they allowed today, that ties a season high. They also allowed 5 home runs on April 11th as well against the Tampa Bay Rays. So a big part of the 7-3 loss for the Red Sox today against the Blue Jays. There were a little bit of positives on the mound. There was some swing and miss stuff, and the Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Tonight, Red Sox pitchers had 6 strikeouts, and that means another $300 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. But despite the 6 strikeouts, the Red Sox have now lost 5 out of their last 6 games, and this comes after a 16-5 stretch. And this is a pivotal series, of course, because the Red Sox are chasing the Blue Jays right now in the American League wildcard standings, and with the loss, they're now 3 games back of the Blue Jays. We're excited to share that Walmart is stepping up to the plate for every Walmart wall ball. They'll donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Visit AmericanDiabetesAssociation.org for free resources and support. Red Sox fall 7-3 against the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 1 of a 3-game set here from Fenway. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Back with more of the Nissan Postgame Show right after this along the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
I'm Listening reminds you that talk saves lives. And 988 makes it even easier to reach out and talk. When you dial or text 988, you'll be connected with trained counselors in over 200 crisis centers nationwide. And now you can reach out and get help in Spanish, providing you the help you need anytime, anywhere. 988, the new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Talk saves lives. And with 988, talking is only 3 digits away. More at imlistening.org.
I have dreams, big dreams, and I want to do something big with my life. I believe education opens doors to opportunity. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm ready to invest in myself. I chose the University of Cincinnati Online because it's a real school. It's nationally ranked and has been around for over 200 years. That's the kind of degree that opens doors. And yes, it's actually affordable. UC works for me, and that's why I'm here. Learn more today at online.uc.edu.
Tomorrow's construction sites will be nothing like today's. New challenges are coming every day from every direction. You can conquer these challenges with Develon construction equipment. With our bold new vision to develop onwards, Develon will anticipate new challenges and deliver solutions to keep you moving forward. Develon, at the forefront of innovation to solve tomorrow's challenges. Click or tap banner to discover more.
Sustainable,
infrastructure. Few words combined have bigger business implications. At Black & Veatch, we believe the best way to approach it is the big way, by big thinking and even bigger follow-through. So keep thinking up big ideas. What if 0 drops of water went to waste? What if sustainability goals became sustainability givens? From there, we'll handle what next.
Want to feel better, get more exercise, or quit tobacco? Prescription for Wellness can improve your health with personalized sessions based on your schedule. Our expert health coaches and care managers use proven techniques. It's free for UPMC Health Plan members and could lead to the results you want. For more information, visit upmchp.us/pfwellness. That's upmchp.us/pfwellness.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox fall at Fenway Park 7-3 against the Toronto Blue Jays tonight. Joe Weil with you. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
You're listening to the Nissan postgame show. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And not only did the Red Sox lose some ground in the American League wildcard standings, they're likely to lose some ground in the American League East as well. Baltimore playing right now against the New York Mets at Camden Yards. They have a 10-3 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. O's came into tonight 9.5 games up on the Red Sox. The team right behind the Orioles, that's the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays beat the Detroit Tigers 8-0 in Detroit. Rays scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. They're playing some solid baseball. They've won 4 out of their last 5 after a very tough month of July. Meanwhile, the Yankees losing 7-3 at home against the Houston Astros. Luis Severino, he was roughed up again. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs. His ERA now in the season at 7.74. So if the Yankees lose, the Red Sox still will be a half game up on New York in both the American League East standings and the AL wildcard standings. But right now, with the Red Sox losing to the Blue Jays, they're now 3 games back of Toronto in the American League wildcard standings. Get you a couple more scores. Rangers ahead over the Marlins 4-2. That's in the bottom of the 7th inning. D-backs and Twins tied at 2, bottom 6 in Minnesota. The Brewers at home against the Pirates. Milwaukee leads the National League Central, but the Brew Crew down 6-3. That's through 5 innings. Rockies ahead 8-3 over the Cardinals, bottom of the 6th inning in St. Louis. The Mariners, who came into tonight just a half game back of the Red Sox in the wild card standings, they have a 4-1 lead over the Angels, top 2 in Anaheim. Meanwhile, others, one more score to get to. Dodgers and Padres in action through 1 in San Diego, no score. A couple other finals to bring to you. Braves beat the Cubs 8-0. Max Fried, first start for him since May 5th. He tosses 6 shutout innings in this one. Nats over the Reds 6-3 in 10 innings in Cincinnati. And then the Guardians take down the White by a score of 4-2 in Cleveland. Again, the final here from Fenway, Toronto 7, Red Sox 3 in Game 1 of a 3-game set. And tonight's Mike's Amazing Player of the Game on the Red Sox side is Jarren Duran, brought to you by Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. And that is because Jarren Duran went 3 for 4 in today's game. In all 4 balls he hit tonight were 100 miles per hour or more. He had a home run tonight as well. A 2-run shot in the bottom of the 3rd inning brought the Red Sox back in it. It was a 3-2 game at that point, but then the Blue Jays tacked on to their lead. But Duran, what an incredible season he has had for the Red Sox. The home run for him, his 8th of the season, but overall now in the year, hitting .317 with a .522 slugging percentage. This is after an incredible month of July. He just continues to perform. Thank you to the Massachusetts Health Connector. The Sox have been leading the league in doubles, and we donated $5,000 to the American Diabetes Association. What a team! The Massachusetts Health Connector, the place to go if you need health insurance. Go to mahealthconnector.org to stay in the game and get covered. The Red Sox came into tonight with the most doubles in Major League Baseball. They had just one today. It came from Masataka Yoshida in the bottom of the fourth inning. It was a wall ball double off the green monster. But again, the Red Sox fall 7-3. Blue Jays offense came alive. 5 home runs in this game. They had 14 hits in total and, of course, 7 runs. But it was from the get-go. Whit Merrifield's solo shot on the first pitch from James Paxton, and the Red Sox were playing from behind after that. So one pitch into the game, they were already down 1-0. And again, they ended up losing by 4 by a score of 7-3. And fans, don't forget to tune into the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show tomorrow. That's coming up at 3:10 p.m. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. First pitch in tomorrow's game coming up at 4:10 from Fenway Park. The starter for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios, 8-7, 3.31 ERA on the year for Toronto. Red Sox opener not announced quite yet, but Nick Pivetta will be the bulk guy in tomorrow's game for the Red Sox. So again, a 4:10 first pitch. Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show starts up at 3:10 p.m. You've been listening to the Nissan postgame show. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. A lot of people to thank for tonight's broadcast. Of course, Joe Castiglione, Will Fleming doing a fantastic job on the call as always. Engineer extraordinaire Doug Lane not only making sure that the levels are okay, getting us some dessert as well, and then Bridget Prue back at the WEEI studios doing fantastic work as she always does. I'm Joe Weil. If you've been listening on the network, time to say so long. If you're listening locally on WEEI 93.7, don't go anywhere. Red Sox Review is coming up next.
You have been listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. You have been listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up! Grand slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
From the WEEI studios, the destination for Boston sports fans. Boston sports fans. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is Red Sox Review, and it starts right now. Here's your host, Joe Weil.
For the play-by-play of the Red Sox, Hall of Famer, here's Joe Castiglione.
First pitch is hit high and deep to left field by Merrifield, back by the wall, and it's a leadoff home run for Whit Merrifield. The very first pitch thrown by Paxton ended up off the Plymouth Rock Assurance billboard out there in left field and bounced into the seats. 1-0 Toronto, just like that. What a statement.
And just like that, the Red Sox were playing from behind all night. One pitch, and the Blue Jays took a 1-0 lead on a Whit Merrifield solo home run. They'd add on another in that inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went deep. Those were 2 of 5 home runs for the Blue Jays tonight as the Red Sox lose 7-3 against the Toronto Blue Jays at Fenway Park. Joe Weil with you here on Red Sox Review. We're going to take you up to 11 p.m. This is a pivotal game, pivotal series for the Red Sox, who came into this series just 2 games back of the Blue Jays in the wild card standings, but they lose tonight. Now they're 3 games back, and we'll see how the rest of the series ends up shaking out. But the Red Sox, who are playing such great baseball, you know, as recently as a week ago, they had gone through a 16-5 stretch. Now they've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. They sit at 57-52 overall in the year, and they're playing 10 consecutive games. The opponents coming up after this Toronto series, not all that scary. They have Kansas City coming up right after this Toronto series, and then following that, it's a series against Detroit. So they'll have a chance to rebound regardless of how the rest of this series unfolds against some bad teams. That being said, if you want to gain some ground, you got to do it in this series, and the Red Sox get off on the wrong foot, losing tonight by a score of 7-3. If you want to chime in the conversation, 617-779-7937. Again, 617-779-7937. Joe Weil with you here, hanging out at Fenway Park. Brian Frizzoco back in our WEEI studios. Let's now hear from Red Sox manager Alex Cora and what he had to say after this 7-3 loss.
To keep it close, ball just wasn't coming out good tonight.
You've talked about how you were confident in going to a normal 5-day schedule, but this was the first time in a day that you pitched in 6 days. Was that physically different? Did it feel like physically different?
No, my body felt great. Just for some reason, it wasn't jumping out tonight. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Let's get back to work this week and get ready for the next one.
So I think that was James Paxton we just heard a little bit from. We'll get you the Alex Cora sound in just one moment. Let's now toss to it. Alex Cora talking after the 7-3 loss.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to, Whit is swinging the bat great, and he was ready to swing first pitch, and that happens. I think the next pitch to Vladdy was a cutter that, wasn't in enough. And, I think location-wise he was off. He didn't have secondary pitch. The breaking ball wasn't great today, so he had to be creative and try to give us as much as possible, which he did, right? It was a 4-2 game when he came out, so you got to tip your hat to him because without his best stuff, he was able to kind of give us a chance to win the game.
The offense has obviously been a little bit low.
Yeah, I mean, the ball that Casas hit up the middle, that was a missile, so we'll take that. It was on and off. It was a weird game, to be honest with you. Rob gets on, and then Massa hits a rocket to third, and he makes a great play. They play good defense. I think him too was able to get outs when he needed to. We hit some balls hard. It was kind of like a weird night offensively.
This was kind of the nature of the series being kind of for the Stanley. How tough was it just to kind of play from the beginning?
It's always tough, but I mean, it's just one game. Let's not make a big deal out of it, right? So they played good, and at one point they were going to beat us. I don't think you go at this level you can go 17-2, whatever it was, but they put a good game. We didn't, and that's the bottom line. We got to be ready for tomorrow.
I know you don't have
have a lot of off days this month, so Paxton is going to have to start pitching on fewer days rest. But do you think that had any impact on him the first time? And I think a bump he hasn't pitched.
Was this one?
This was 5 days for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, they like their routine. You know, I don't think that has to do with it, and we'll find ways to protect them when everybody comes back, and that's probably soon enough. So we're not worried about that. I think it's just one of those nights that the leadoff guy, he jumped on him, and then after that we didn't make certain pitches, and they did a good job. They're a good offense. They're really good, and it was playing kind of small early on, and they took advantage of it. Not yet, no.
First impressions of Woody?
Control the strike zone. He went the other way. Obviously, the play to the left, he knows, the runner and all that. Turn a few double plays, he did a good job. But I like the fact that he controls the strike zone. That's going to help us.
All right, that was Alex Cora talking after the Red Sox 7-3 loss against the Blue Jays, talking about how James Paxton's location was off today. He ends up giving up 3 home runs tonight. He ends up going 5 innings, allowing 9 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks allowed, and then he also struck out 4 in this game. It was just a rough go for Paxton, and a guy that hasn't looked as sharp last couple times out. He really gritted through that start that he had in the San Francisco series, and the final line there in terms of what he allowed in terms of runs and innings pitched, it didn't quite tell the full story. He got in and out of trouble pretty much that entire night. Only 1 run allowed in 5 innings against San Francisco, but he allowed 8 hits. He walked 2. And then a couple starts before that against the Cubs, he allowed 6 runs in 3 innings. But, as I said, final line, 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He only had 13 whiffs and 50 swings. 50 swings in total, 13 whiffs is what he got off of those 50 swings, and then 8 hard hit balls with 19 balls in play. So it just wasn't the special stuff we've seen from Paxton at previous times this year. And you look at James Paxton and you think about what it's been like for him over the last couple of years. You think about not pitching at all in 2022. 2021 he makes 1 start, and then in 2020 5 starts, so 6 combined starts across 3 years, and tonight he makes his 14th start of the season and just didn't quite have it. And it was from the get-go with that Whit Merrifield home run solo shot first pitch, and just like that, in a pivotal series, the Red Sox fell down 1-0. Now, I think there's a lot more to talk about with just the Red Sox pitching in total. They used 4 pitchers tonight. They go to Mauricio Llovera, who of course they just got recently, then Joe Jakes and Richard Blyer after that. And you've already utilized 4 pitchers in this first game. You're playing 10 consecutive games, and then tomorrow and Sunday you're going to have to go with an opener and then a bulk guy to follow. It's expected Nick Pivetta to be the bulk guy tomorrow, and then Sunday Chris Murphy. But this is just a situation the Red Sox have been in recently. Yes, they're getting some guys back in Chris Sale, Garrett Whitlock, and Tanner Houck eventually. That'll help you on the pitching side, but they're just trying to piece it together. You didn't add much at the trade deadline, and here we stand 57-52, and now